right, it's open comms. It's Friday. We made it. Another one. Another one down.
Another one.
Another one in the bag.
So, got some bit of stuff. But first, we can just get the drinks out of the way real quick, and then we can get into...
Why's it gotta be real quick?
Well,
normal quick. Normal speed?
Well, normal speed, we wouldn't be done for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. there's only 4 of us this week, so...
Yeah, so, well, there's a few people, but there's a lot of people watching the war coverage. I'm trying to... Now, the fight... We'll get into that in a sec, but let's just hit the drinks. Alex, you got anything... delicious?
Same old, same old. Just got some Modelo.
Is it the Especial?
Especial.
Yeah, Rain's doing war coverage right now, I see.
I got some of that shit in my refrigerator too. But I'm drinking black and tan. I was in Missouri and got more. Yay.
Apparently I was... I must have set autopilot. That's not good.
What you want to do is you want to autopilot through the war zone.
I haven't changed out of my clone yet, so always autopilot in a shuttle with a amulet clone in. That's the way you do it.
Yeah. That's the way you
problem.
Do it.
Okay, so Dom, what do you got?
I said I got black and tan from Yuengling. I went down to Missouri, bought some more of it, brought back another 3 cases of beer. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the mushroom gummies, which are woohoo.
Nice. I've got some cranberry juice. I'm just doing vodka cranberry. Then after that's gone, I got cherry 7-Up to mix it with. And then when that's gone, then I'll just have to go to beer if I get that far. We'll see how it goes. I like didn't have the supply. Like I got plenty of vodka. And that's about it.
That needs to happen.
Goes old school at Drayden. Just go straight shots.
Oh man, dude,
shots with beer chasers.
We'll get real sloppy,
real fast.
Especially if I'm gonna try and do
that old school.
Yeah, especially if I'm gonna try and move a guy into a detailer. I'm gonna try and move someone into place for one of the Fortizar timers and see if the fight kicks off. Then I
think that name is
Detaladar. You know what? That monitor is way the fuck over there. But yeah, so I'll try and get a pilot in place. I'm just getting some stuff set right now, but we've got, I think, a little over an hour till the EFM Fortizar timer's out. There's one right next door. I might take a look at that too, but they're 45 minutes apart. I'm assuming one of them will be punted on and one will be fought over.
You just punted on 3 of them, so
yeah. These ones. So the 2 I'm looking at, it's like ITAC 1K, I think is the system. It's right next door to EFM.
We just killed it.
No, it's on a shield reinforce.
I just killed it.
So it's gonna go into armor reinforce it, but I'm assuming that either the first one gets fought over and whoever wins that will then just whichever side loses is gonna punt on the second one. Or the first one's going to be skipped, and then the EFM one will be fought over. I would assume EFM's a little more important than ITAC 1, but I'm no strategist. So
ITAC 1 or IAK?
It's ITAC 1K.
Oh, sorry. We just killed the IAK TAC 1.
Oh, okay. No.
There's no one in there. There's no one in there. The IAK.
Yeah, no. This is ITAC 1. It's right next door to EFM.
We got the RYC dead. And then RYC, Astrostad, and Fortizar, and now we're working on a KZF.
Yeah, so 2 died, I believe. I think there's a 3rd one in final timer.
A 3rd one died earlier.
Real quick. Oh. Tonight I'm drinking.
Oh shit! Sorry, Skyhawk. What are you drinking, man?
It blew right past
fucking...
me.
My bad.
I am still. I've got 1 more left after this, but the Summer's Bee cider from Iceland. I've been babying these and only drinking them on Friday nights for the show because there's some. It's apple
cider.
Just cider. Okay.
Yeah.
Flavored. It looked fruity. It looked fruity and dumb.
It's like 4.5%. It's good cider.
Fuck you, Dom.
I hate beer.
I don't like fruit.
I don't like beer. So, anyways,
Oh yeah. Anyway,
um,
so
Things
before we
and
get
stuff.
into the war stuff, because I feel like we'll be talking about that a little bit further down, but real quick.
and the war's going to be a recurring theme, I think, for a
Yeah,
while.
and we'll be looking at the war here in a minute. I know that's like the big topic because that kicked off, but I mean also Legion kicked off. So the new expansion's out.
There's a login reward.
We actually have
Yeah.
patch notes. We've got login rewards going on right now. If you haven't gotten, because I don't think it's expired yet, you get 10 Plex for free, and then you can redeem that 10 Plex for a week of game time.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
What's up, Billy?
sakes.
Yeah.
Billy.
So you can you get 10 plex for free in the thing, and then you can redeem it. Yeah, like you said, for 10.
Yeah.
You should do that.
So, do we want to burn through the actual patch notes we got? Because the patch notes
Yeah, let's
themselves
get that done
aren't
first.
Well,
they aren't actually that long.
Oh, okay. I was
They're
like, well,
pretty
we went
quick.
through the Legion stuff last week and the week before, so I think we.
I know.
They had the details last week, so I think we know all the.
Did they?
Yeah, like all the numbers and everything. We crunched through all that last week, so.
There's usually little things tucked away in the actual notes, though. We can do the whole patch notes in less than 10 minutes.
Okay. Let's hit it then. Sorry, I'm buying
So,
I can't.
stuff to.
Dom probably can't. He can't.
Not in 10 minutes. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
so Legion dropped on the 27th, and you can find all of the super juicy details that we're not going to jump into in the link that I'm going to post in Twitch chat in just a moment. Once I find where it went.
Of all the new stuff that
There
happened,
it
has any of the four of us used anything with any significance of the changes?
I've used
the map. I like the
the
map.
map.
You know, the favorites thing that's on the map. I know it's a small, like, that's one of those like QOL changes as opposed to a big massive thing, but it's like it's super useful. I mean I use the in-game map all the time, and you know, the old way of having to switch between the two and it only showed the last 4 or 5 that you used and you're constantly having to find them again. Being able to just set a favorites menu, and and also I feel like the map is less laggy, so
Yeah.
I like that. That's like probably the most common thing that I use day to day. The
So
other
the
thing,
patch note.
go ahead.
Oh, so the patch notes that we're going to go through is basically everything that was in the update that CCP didn't already tell us about. So like we already said, the things going on in the NES store, Omega Capsuleers can claim a gift of 10 Plex, and then there's also an offer in there of 7 days of Omega for 10 Plex. Under defect fixes, we've got a couple of things. Structures and high-sec corruption 5 systems are not able to be used to attack players who are shooting the structure. Apparently, they were not able to shoot players shooting the structure before, and I can see how that's a problem. Faction warfare iHubs will now correctly pay LP again when a system is captured to players who shoot the iHub on grid. You no longer need to have safety set to red to activate the Capital Emergency Hull Energizer modules in low sec space. I remember that was something when I flew in low sec that like you had to remember, and I always thought that was kind of silly. So good change there, yay CCP. The Leviathan and Komodo no longer have a bonus to battleship-sized torpedoes. I think that makes sense. Keep the bonuses specific to the class of the ship. And then under user interface, we just got the mercenary dens window will now be remembered if a player adds it to the left panel in the Neocom after restarting the client.
That one
Missing
guy
help.
on Reddit that was bitching about. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fixed, buddy.
So I got that last night. When it wasn't there when I had, but then when I was changing a couple other characters, you know, back and forth, and then I logged in on one character and it was there. Like, here's the benefits of Omega, and I couldn't remove it. I was like, okay.
Thank you.
So I turned off the blink, but then when I logged out and then logged back in today, it was gone. So I'm like, okay, so it was there, and then now it's not. So whatever.
And missing help pointers for modules and charges and fitting window have been added. They fixed a number of text defects in the SOV Hub window, and the TCU slot and the SOV Hub UI has been removed, which makes sense since those are no longer a thing. So that's what we got on the 27th. And then they gave us another update the next day on freelance jobs. So existing freelance jobs can now be duplicated, Nice quality of life improvement, like literally one day in. Added freelance jobs history tab for admins. Added an X button to remove participants from jobs in the participants view. Replaced remaining ISK in job field with coverage limit per loss in the details view of ship insurance jobs. And then on the map, they added a show all and hide all options to the manage filter categories menu. So nice little quality of life
stuff,
improvements
yeah.
already. And I'm honestly impressed that they did that literally like the day after the main patch dropped.
Yeah, I was looking through a lot of the freelance jobs. There's one thing that I wish they had on the filter menu is that you could filter only ones that you're eligible for. That's not in there because there's a bunch of jobs where it's like this is for new pilots only, but you can't filter those out. So it would
You
be
can't
nice.
filter out in the search.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah,
In the
there's no
search?
filter
Okay.
for ones, whether you can filter out ones that you have available to you. So I wish, they might add that. I feel like that's a thing that a lot of people are going to say. But that is one thing I'd like to see because then you could just let me just see the things I can actually accept. I do like one of, I was looking through a bunch of them. I found one that's actually pretty cool, and I think everyone should at least activate it because it's free if you don't. But it's damage to CCP. It's like kill CCP pilots. And so they set it to where they'll reward you for any CCP, anyone in the CCP Alliance Corporation that you shoot, and you can earn up to 100. I forget how much. Here, I'll look at it in a sec. But they set it to be paid per this much ISK per damage you do, and each person that accepts it is capped out at 100 million. So I mean, if you kill a lot of CCP, do a lot of damage, you can make up to 100 million ISK on that. And I think they had 10 billion ISK put in as a reserve for it. So, and CCP does do their roams, I believe, on Friday. It'd be early Friday morning for US, Friday evening for EU, I believe. So
I enjoy when they do those things.
yeah. So I mean, when they do that, if you find them, and I mean, you can stream snipe them, I guess, and go find them, and then get some cash money if you don't die to them.
I mean, you don't have to pay me to go kill CCP pilots.
I mean, don't go blob them just to make money, but
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, come on. Blobbing is cool.
Another
Blobbing is life,
big call.
right?
A big PSA for everyone, more like an FUI because there's no safety, I guess, involved in this. Air Career Program changes. So they improved the progress bar UI in the Air Career Program, and then they introduced an Omega reward track. So Omega rewards you with double skill point rewards, both graduation rewards from Career Path and Air Career Programs. Overall career point track rewards are doubled. Puts it up to 1.5 million skill points. And players that have previously claimed their ACP rewards will automatically receive these bonus points retroactively. Although you do have to go in there and actually redeem them.
Yeah, I had 400 and something thousand. Well, I think some of those were from the past login campaign. Oh, I think we mentioned there's another login campaign going on right now.
Yeah.
So
you have to go into the Air Career Program and redeem them, and then once you redeem them, then the SP will flow over to your free.
I only had one thing to redeem in the Air Program, and it gave me 5,000 skill points or 50,000. So I think I've been redeeming them as I get them, but I don't know, maybe because I think I had 400 and something thousand unallocated skill points, which I swiftly used all of them because I don't bank them. But yeah, real quick.
Try to keep at least 1 million on hand.
So yeah, if you're not doing the login stuff, you should start now because you have 17 days left and there's 14 days total, so you can still get all of them if you do it now. And this is not one of those ones where you get leeway. The best prize is the actual last day. Although, no, actually no. Day 12 is 175,000 skill points if you're Omega, and then day 14, 2 days later, is 150,000 more. So you can get a bit.
I want to let you know I haven't missed a day.
Nice job.
I missed the first 2 days.
Was it 20 days? It was started on Tuesday, right? So I missed 3 days.
Yeah, I missed 2 days, and then I've got them all since then. But I mean, I still have 3 days of leeway. So
all right. Last bit of defect fixes to go through, and so some of these defect fixes I think are actually kind of funny. So freelance jobs, fix various freelance jobs text defects, fixed a freelance job issue where non-ASCII job names could not be 3 to 4 characters long, fixed incorrect formatting of the ship insurance job creation form, Fixed an issue where the capsular age min and max is 0 was not working correctly. Fixed a rare defect which could cause a character to not be able to jump to a Sino field if the last time the character Sino jumped was over 8 years ago. Fixed a rare defect which could cause a character to
Hold up,
become
wait a
stuck
sec.
and
Don't.
unable to and receive a fatal error pop up.
Stop.
No, we said we're gonna speed run this 15 minutes ago, Redline.
Yeah.
No, but that's funny because the Sino one, think about it. Think of how many supers or titans probably died because of that bug.
Not many.
Are you kidding? The game's like 20
Wait.
years old.
Sorry, what was the bug?
Fixed a rare
Like-
defect which could cause a character to not be able to jump to a Sino field if the last time the character Sino jumped was over 8 years ago.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, welcome back to the
Imagine-
game. Fuck your super.
Yeah.
Imagine someone being completely, totally prepared, and then they just
Boop.
die
Nothing,
because
That's
they
like
can't.
that's like escape, exit program.
Yeah, they're able to
uninstall
Right.
leave.
Yeah, they're able to Sino to
never-
the field, but not Sino off. That would be awful, wouldn't it?
And
Yeah, exactly.
So
I
they
hope this isn't
also
like a little like I hope this isn't like OPSEC thing or whatever. But you know who I just saw log into the game?
Manic velocity.
Manic Velocity is logged into
Manic fucking
Wow.
velocity.
God damn.
But also
Someone
me,
get that
I'm
man
plugged
some-
into Eve.
get that man some Omega.
He's probably logging in to get those 7 days.
So fixed an issue with rogue drone relic sites which could cause them to become stuck in a non-completable state until they expired if a player failed every single can twice. So they all exploded. Fixed an issue that could sometimes cause the new exploration sites from the new upgrades to fail to respawn. The Seratheal now has the faction metagroup icon/pip. Fix the Harbinger Navy issues new medium laser capacitor bonus per level, increasing cap instead of reducing it. So apparently someone had the numbers flipped around on that the first time. Oops. Fixed
Yeah, that
Komodo's
might be a problem.
50% bonus to kinetic and thermal XL ports and XL cruise missiles no longer applying. Then in graphics, the
Excuse me.
Varger's Siege to Warp animation transmission smoothly I said that weird. Varger Siege to Warp animation transitions smoothly now after deactivation of Bastion module and warping immediately. And there's a couple other small things in there, but nothing else that's really notable or amusing. But that is patch notes.
Nice.
Bless.
Unrelated question, but just
Does that
hypothetically,
feel good?
asking on behalf of a friend, can a paladin do a drone 10 of 10, like a rogue drone hive? Does anyone
see
know?
why it couldn't.
Not me. Yeah.
I tried looking online.
every-
Everything I find, they're like, use a Tengu. I'm like,
everything-
I don't want to fucking use a Tengu. Can I use a paladin?
Anything that can tank the DPS of the site and do enough damage to kill the rats can do it. Simple as that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be
There
it.
is-
Oh,
There is an optimal way to do it. Maybe it's not a paladin, but if that's what you've got, go ahead. And
I
hey,
just-
if you need some help, just announce
Only-
the system you're in. We'll come help.
yeah. I was
There
like,
is one other
Only
thing
one way to
loosely
find out,
attached.
Drayden.
One other thing loosely attached to this week's patch release is the kill linked in Twitch chat too. The first Baba Yaga died.
Baba
The
Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
It's Baba Yaga. Baba Booey.
Okay, but it died 47-1. Like, come on.
Still died.
And
Hey,
it's the first one that died, Redline.
Come
That's all I said
on.
about it.
Barbacoa. Yeah. Hey, Red Line, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. All right. You know.
20 bucks is
20
20
bucks.
bucks. I agree. Why aren't you on that kill, Drayden?
That
Weren't you in the
happened when I was at
scandals
work.
late that
That
day?
happened at 10
Oh,
a.m.
that
this morning. Or was it yesterday
Hasn't
morning?
everything happened?
But I was at work.
You-
I cannot be playing Eve driving down the road.
No, that attitude.
So
I should
there's
not. Well,
one-
I don't have a laptop, so I literally can't do it, even if I wanted to.
there's one other thing that we wanted to get to before we dive into the nitty gritty of the war and all of those juicy deets.
Any of us know anything about
I
What
top-
is this?
We'll get there. But Alex had something he wanted to talk about tonight.
Oh yeah, so Rain and I are working on a project. It's like a website. And this was sort of in response to her FanFest presentation.
One sec, Alex.
about organizing.
I just need to change your level.
It's real quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second. It sounds like you're a little quiet. I want to make sure people can hear it. So let me put you up
Sounds
to.
perfect to me.
He was just say something now.
Testing 1 2. Testing.
He's good for me.
Test.
Better
One
now.
more time. Okay. Yeah, go for it. You should be good now.
That's it. So
Yeah, much better.
so anyway, this is in response to Rain's like FanFest presentation. And she had brought it up in her stream like a couple weeks ago. But basically, we're just kind of co-developing like a website to give people information on how to set up like maybe EVE Online themed donation drives for charities and stuff like that. So the website's just going to contain some information and everything on like how to get started, things to consider before starting like a donation drive, and then also there's going to be like a calendar on there where people can go and submit their own donation drives that they're going to do, and then have other people look at it and that sort of stuff. So that should be coming up soonish. We're still fleshing out the details and whatnot, but yeah, it's pretty exciting, I think. So it's a lot of fun to work on.
Nice. Did you say?
Cool.
Like,
Are you coding this, or is it like a HTML thing, or?
Just HTML. Just a simple website. You could take a look at it.
I did take a
I
look.
was looking-
The example that you linked. I went and looked through a bit. The placeholder thing that you had.
is it live or when is it going to go
I
live?
threw a little bit of SQL injection attempts to test some of your forms, and nothing broke.
Good. No, it's not live right now. I mean, you guys can take a look at it. It's still being worked on. But we don't really have a hard date, but I imagine it'll probably be finished maybe hopefully in about a month or so.
Are you live, Volcano?
Just depending. So, but yeah, I'll
That's a
I'll bring
name
it
I
up
haven't
next
heard in a
time.
long time.
Very cool.
Next time it's
Oh,
Before
you
we
can
move
say
on, I
for
want to
me.
bring something up too.
oh,
Has anyone seen the commercials for Eve on YouTube?
No.
Every fucking
I've
day.
seen 5
Yes.
new ones that I'd never seen before today.
Oh.
I'm impressed. This is something they've failed on in the past. This is cool. This is a good.
It's
This is a good
been-
move.
I've been getting them, Dom, for like 3 years, honestly.
For
I've been
Eve
getting it
or for other stuff?
Eve, yeah, for Eve specifically. But so
I've never gotten an Eve one.
on my
but,
on my work laptop, I've never signed into anything Eve related, but I have done like Google searches and YouTube searches, and now the algorithm just feeds ads for Eve to me all the time, even though it doesn't know I'm a player.
I turned off the focused ad thing, where so it doesn't use any directed
It still
ads.
does.
It probably
I don't
still does,
buy the
but
not.
I
don't
know.
buy the
I've
non-focused
been seeing
ad
like
shit.
ads for so I mean I have ad block on my PC, but on my phone I don't, so I get ads if I'm on YouTube on my phone. And most of the ads I get are, I don't know if it's like Home Depot or like Grainger or something, some like hardware thing. Like I don't look up hardware DIY stuff. And then the others for like some bullshit fucking AI generated anime incel type fucking motion comics or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I keep thumbs downing the ad, and it doesn't matter. It's like, no, you want this. I'm like, this is some fucked up shit.
bad or good, I think it's a good thing. And if they've been doing it for a long time, I apologize, CCP. But to me, it's always seemed like they don't advertise very well. And this is a good thing. It's a fun game. And I saw, like you said, saw ones for Eve, but he also saw ones for is it Galaxy Conquest or something like that? Their
Yep.
mobile game.
Yeah, I've
Saw
seen
Smash
those
for
too.
that. I'm impressed. It's something I didn't think they did a good job with, and I like the ads that they had on there.
I mean, I'm glad they have the ads out there, but I'm
That's
actually
my-
glad I
that's
don't
my
get
drunken
them
rant.
because it's like I don't want to get ads for something I'm already purchasing.
What do you mean? You don't
It's
want
like,
to?
I'm already
ads to be
playing-
out there to
I'm-
make you feel good about your purchase.
Well, no, it's like I
You
want
never
the
seen the movie
ads-
Dave? Come on now.
I want the ads to go to people that don't play it, but it's like I'm already subscribed to Eve. I don't. It's like they're like, play Eve Online. It's like I am. Leave me alone. So,
I also get the Frontier ones now too, which that I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
I need to
this
try
is
that
not
still. I told Antiquarian I'd try it.
I gotta pee. I'm very back.
Do it. Try it.
Yeah. Also, what's up, Lavacana? Man, Lavacana, I haven't seen that dude in a long time.
So
Not long enough.
only other thing we've got really on tonight's agenda is the fuck's going on with this war?
So we last week we mentioned, because the State of the Union was basically this last Saturday, which was the day after our last show. And yeah, basically Asher kind of came out, and I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to the beginning and just kind of skimmed through it a bit, but I did read someone's TLDR on Reddit about it,
I listened to the whole thing.
which was probably a little memed on and sarcastic, but they're basically like, Asher came out and said, hey guys, guess what? I took over and we were fucking poor, but anyway, let's go to war. So that I guess was the TLDR, but I mean, he riled up the hive, and goons are, I mean, they've already taken what, a constellation or two in Scalding Pass, so like they've been active, they've deployed, PanFam is deployed as well, and they are facing off, and there's been a few decent sized fights. No cap drops yet, but I'm sure that will eventually come around. It's only a weekend, less than a week.
I want to elaborate a little bit too on the beginning of it, because I did listen to the whole thing as well as watch the meta show episode that like was on immediately following it. So Asher basically said that when he first took over, yeah, they were poor and he wanted to like push for going to war, but they needed to build back up their finances essentially. And he said like their finance guys told him, what was it, like another 12 to 18 months is what it would take for them to be like really ready. And he was finally like no, like I want to do this. Let's go do it now. And you know, made some comments about how they were going up against an enemy now that like had more finances and was in a better position than them, but they wanted the content and you know, insert general rabble rousing here.
I finally deployed. So it took me a bit, but I don't know. I hope it turns into a good war. It's been a hot minute since there's been a decent content war. Because is that stuff going still up in the north? Is In It and was it not Sigma Grindset, but Synergy of Steel?
I was wondering what In It was doing while this is happening over.
Because they deployed up into Pure Blind or like Outer Passage or something up there.
Pure Blind. They deployed into Pure Blind.
And they're going to be fighting Frat
over
up
in
there.
My neck of the woods, in fact.
Oh yeah, you live up there.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do.
How's that? What's is that still heating up, or is that a?
I mean, I've seen there was like a Ferox fleet or something the other day, and it brought a Ferox fleet. That's the last thing I saw, if I'm being honest. There's like a Fortizar coming out of reinforcement in a few minutes or something like that. I don't know, man. I think that's on the other side of town.
Well, I know there's a couple coming out. I'm trying to get a Cloaky ship set up to go and take a look, because one comes out in 15 minutes, and then another one comes out in about an hour. So I'm gonna try and get a ship there so I can have some eyes in there we can put up if a fight starts. But
you're gonna turn into a war correspondent now, Drayden?
Oh well, I mean, I'm really bad. Well, she's actually good at it. I'm bad at it. I think the last time I did it is one. It didn't look very good, but also it was like a couple years back. I did it one time, and I didn't realize that I had double clicked in space, and so I was like 600 kilometers away watching a Keepstar fight. And then I was like, oh, and then like the fight mostly ended, but there was still some like, random, there's still a couple hundred people on grid doing random shit. And then all of a sudden it's like my cloak went off because I apparently was approaching the Keepstar from 500 kilometers, and I eventually just ran into the Keepstar, got decloaked and blown the fuck up by everyone. I was like, oh, I guess that's the end of it. All right, well.
That is incredible. Some people say that the last time I was war reporting, I lost an expensive clone, but I want to set the record straight. That never happened. Wasn't me.
Caught you on the counter?
It wasn't me.
Banging on the sofa?
That's amazing. No, but if you think about it, so like you asked me how it was, and it is a shit alliance, so they don't do much, so it's fine. It's boring. Like they could do more. At least on the other side of the galaxy, there's, good content all the time. Fucking horde. Anyways, it's cool that there are basically like 4 blocks now, if you consider Init to be a block, and they're all attacking each other.
I feel like it's still a sub block. Like I
It
don't.
doesn't. That's not the point. The point is that
It is
everyone's
part of the
fighting.
point.
No,
Well,
the
no,
point is
it's
that
part of the
everyone in
point.
nullsec everyone in nullsec is fighting
When
right now.
you're right, and
There's
that's
no
good.
one who's not
I
fighting,
think
and
when
there's
put
Sig fighting in Delve. Oh my god,
okay,
so
and
much.
you're missing the point I'm actually attempting to drive at.
Okay.
When push, what I mean by sub block is still when push comes to shove. If goons were to end up like on the back foot during this, and they're going to end up working together again. And I think the same still goes for Winterco and PanFam. Like when push comes to shove and when things actually get rough, or if one of the 4 blocks or sub blocks, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they'll condense back into tighter groups if they feel like there's an actual existential threat.
Right. Well, that's the point of having more than one region of space, right? Because it is, after all, a video game, and no one wants existential threats. But we do want to, take your sandbox, take your
Yeah.
toys, at least.
And yeah, and in the sandbox, when people feel threatened, they'll lock arms with more people. That's my point.
Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Human
Guess we'll
nature.
see.
So
I don't
this
think
is
so.
just a recent video from a fight that happened earlier. I saw that Zigam had posted this. There was a hell that got tackled earlier in YTACO,
Ooh.
and
What region? What Techo?
I can never pronounce it.
Tenerifis.
Okay.
Tenerifis, yeah.
Tenerifis.
Tenerifis. Damn it.
Tenor if is.
There you go. But yeah, it was about 1700 today, so a few hours ago. Yeah, hell got tackled, but they got it extracted out. Either extracted out, or I think no, they brought in some logi. And it was like they got it in the hull, and it was so close. Yes. There's a video in Twitch chat for you.
Wait, they made a video of getting a hell to hull and not killing it?
No, this is the guy that was driving the hell. So
It's a recording of a hell
Oh,
escaping.
oh,
right, yeah,
an init
yeah,
pilot, or
yes.
that's an Imperium pilot.
I do
Sorry,
have
I never.
sometimes videos of putting like a Super Titan into hull can be entertaining. I've got a clip
If you're
somewhere
into
when I was
edgy.
in Wreck. Well, I was so in Wrecking Crew we used to do like right before downtime if someone was trying to move a Super Titan, we would try to like drop on them right before downtime and like just overwhelm with doomsdays and kill them before the server shuts down after they jumped. And there was one time we got a guy down to like 5% hull basically, and then the server shut down, and the guy just for months would not log his ship in because, of course, obviously we knew exactly where he was logged off at. Eventually, he sold the Titan to the group actually, so that he got something out of it because he's like, I'll leave this on like logged off here forever if I have to.
He wouldn't have left it logged off there forever. He would have come back and gotten it eventually and died. He shouldn't have sold it, the coward.
That avatar ended up being my first Titan.
That's amazing. So, what was next? The war?
The war.
And what about it? It's cool, it's happening.
And what is it good for?
I mean, it's good
fun.
for the content. I wish it wasn't happening in the summer. Like, I wish I didn't have better things to do. Because I would love to know Life Eve Online right now, but it's gonna be way too nice outside this weekend.
Nah,
You see the weather this coming week? We're gonna be living in the upper 80s.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, why would they start a war now? Like, wait till the fall. They said 12 to 18 months. Just give us 6. No,
But-
not like 4 even. I don't even.
do I put a bomb launcher on this thing just in case I see an opportunity to transform from like war correspondent to active combatant? And
No.
I'm putting
What
it
do
on there.
you?
I know. I get what you mean. I love this time of year. It's 9:45 p.m. and there's still a little bit of light in the sky. I love it.
Don't call that daylight. It's not
I
daylight.
said a little bit of light in the sky.
That's okay. All right, Skyhawk.
It is not black yet.
Well, anyways, people have been saying for a long time nullsec is stagnant, blah blah blah. It seems like it's not currently.
Honestly,
There's
It's
stuff
not
to
been
do.
stagnant at all. It just ebbs and flows the way it always has.
see, and the thing is, I always, people will say that, but the thing is, like, there's fights every day. Like, maybe not massive giant block battles, but there's PvP happening non-stop. Like, there's always people roaming and blowing shit up, and then you get some fights. It's like, I don't know. There doesn't have to be massive news headline making battles,
And
daily
on the
to
Saturday
make
and-
the game not dead. I don't know.
On the Saturday night fleets too, like we're just doing our own very small gang like thing.
And we've had
None
fights
of us
every
super
time.
experienced. Yeah, like sometimes we have a harder time than others finding fights, but then other times like we don't even have to leave fucking Thera and we're getting fights.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I
Bet
think
you
that
won't
they're.
log in and come get fights with me right now.
You want to fight, bro?
No, I said get fights with me. The fuck?
Since it's Dom's birthday, I was gonna say we
Oh.
should do a game night with whatever
Ah.
game Dom wants to play.
Okay, Dom is not at his chair.
I know
It's a
that's
really bad time to bring it
I
up.
know. Well,
Like,
I brought it up because you brought it up.
I didn't, in fact. I brought up EVE
Playing EVE
Online.
Online, and I brought up my intent for the night so
Hey,
that you would know in
Your
response.
brain connects dots, and I love that about you, but it's the wrong dots, my friend.
No, they're related dots. I'm preempting you.
All right. Anyways, when Dom comes back, we gotta sing happy birthday to him. And everybody in
If
the
he
chat
comes back,
needs to.
he was double dosing.
Yeah, no, I imagine so. Maybe
He's on
he'll
a
come
spirit
back.
quest.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Yeah, that sounds like him.
Almost there.
So I just want to say, I don't know if this is the case in Canada. This is how it's marketed apparently in Europe, though. And I just thought of these because I'm snacking on some Doritos Cool Ranch. Went into a grocery store during FanFest and noticed that these are called Cool American in Europe instead of Cool Ranch. I just thought that was interesting.
Interesting. So that's all of the topics for this week, right? So can we go back to complaining about this expansion? Or shouldn't we do that anymore?
I mean,
I'm still mad. I still
You're
want to talk
still
about
mad?
it. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
still mad.
why?
I think
I
we've
want
beaten it to
more.
death at
Why
this
you
point.
mad?
I want more.
But what do
Give
you
me
need?
more.
Redline, I want more from you too.
Like, there's new ships. There's a new war going on. Baba Yaga died.
I want quests.
There's freelance jobs.
I
You can. Oh, we didn't. Okay, we didn't go over the whole thing. So I was talking about someone's got a freelance job up to kill CCP pilots. So you should
Yeah.
activate that.
Well,
Alright.
oh wait, I want to see Dom's whole shirt. It's got Jedi on it.
There he is. There he is. Hey. Oh,
Happy birthday
Birthday
to
to
you.
you.
How long you been
Happy
waiting?
birthday
About 10
to
seconds.
you.
Dude.
Happy
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 birthday,
birthday, dear
Dominar.
Dominar.
Happy birthday
Happy
to you.
birthday.
Happy
Now, what's your
birthday.
fucking shirt say?
So it says, if I had the powers of a Jedi, I would 100% abuse them.
So you'd be a
Amazing.
Sith. Got it.
Incredible.
So
Darth
this is
Dom.
my last year of not being a senior citizen. So,
59?
oh, you senior citizens at 55. It's my last
Oh,
year. I got one more year, then I'm done. I'm done. it's over.
no,
55.
you're
Wow.
senior citizens at 60.
Oh shit! You start getting discounts at 55.
Jesus Christ.
Is that right? Is that when you can join AARP?
Yep.
'Cause
Yes.
that's the real tell. Like that's what it really is.
That sucks.
So I've started getting AARP mailings when I turned 25, Dom. I don't know why. I don't know if something got fucked up in their database or something, but I've been getting their mailings every year around my birthday since I turned 25.
What are you now, 40?
I am
Thank you.
33, kind
Space.
sir.
Oh, wow.
Fucker.
33. What'd you call me?
Fucker.
You're talking that shit with that hairline?
Oh
Oh.
wow! Maybe that's why you're getting
Honestly,
the ARP stuff.
Up here is not where it's receding. Back here is where it's disappearing.
Same
My
here.
my
Oh,
I had a 5 head since I was 12.
that's amazing.
5 heads.
So listen, I have an idea. So how many people do we normally get on the Saturday roams? Like, you think we can get like
Anywhere
4,
from like
15?
3 to 6.
4 to 6.
I'd say
4
4 to 5 average overall.
We had like 7 the other week. I will not be there tomorrow.
I will not be there
Yes,
tomorrow.
you will. Yes,
No,
you will.
I will be at
No,
sister's
you'll be
house
here. No, you'll
most
be
of the day.
here. Yep, except for the fleet, and you'll be here for it. Don't worry. Because we're gonna
I did
do it
not
when
know
you
that.
get home.
I mean,
Wait,
Yeah.
we're gonna wait.
Okay, you saw that dumb with that AARP
Yeah,
membership is opening.
oh my god, I don't have skills for a Tech 2 bomb launcher? Fuck me.
Why would
Fucking
you need a
noob.
bomb launcher at the
Noob.
It
You
used to
fit
be like
Why don't you-
4
getting
That
bombs
hurt.
in
That
it.
hurt
What-
to hear it. That hurt to
Why
hear it.
Hey,
wouldn't you
why
have Tech 2 everything trained?
Because
Oh my God.
I mean, apparently there's no
Nerd.
reason to put a Tech 2 bomb launcher. It just fits more
Anyways,
bombs in it. But
the fleet
Hmm?
tomorrow, I think
Thanks,
it would be
Kendachi.
cool if it was a wolf fleet.
I hope it's a
Have
wolf
a
fleet
nice
too.
little
We
fleet.
killed a wolf tonight, and it had mid-grade slaves in it.
Why? Why
Damn.
would you use?
I don't know.
slaves?
It wasn't me. It was we
Also,
killed them.
they're not called slaves
I'm
anymore.
sad you
are they?
didn't tell me you wanted to do a wolf fleet in advance because I would have made a skin.
Well, that's why I'm telling you now, because there's also a special where the
Can't make it
Skinner
this fast.
times are reduced, goofball,
Oh, to what?
to like 10 minutes. The base
Just for this weekend?
times. Just for a limited time. So I'm gonna make a new design for my wolf right now.
Oh, well, then I'm
I don't like the wolf. I'm not a wolf fan.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I'm not a fan with it. I
No,
don't know.
notice
No
how I
reason.
didn't say what's wrong with the wolf. I said what's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the wolf. It's
because it
perfect in
was
every way.
made by Minmatard slave trash.
Wow, that's racist.
Thank you.
What?
You
Hey,
big racist guy.
speaking of racist,
It's okay. You can call me a fag.
Whoa,
Whoa,
you can't
nope.
say that on TV.
Can't.
you
No.
not say that.
No.
Oh, oops.
Oh
But
my
That's
god.
a
how
no.
did
I have before.
Drayden?
It's
Yes, and every
how do
time
you
we
get
tell
that is
you
a
you can't
TOS
say it.
violation for Twitch.
Hey,
So
listen.
no on that.
Hey, listen, viewers, we don't accept
I
that.
love bundles of sticks.
No,
That's not.
no.
That
You're
that
But
didn't
how do you get
that
how do you
didn't
get
work
your
for
girlfriend to stop
Unlucky.
smoking? How
Drunk.
do you get your girlfriend from stop smoking?
Don't also say a slur, Dom, or I will
How do
fight
you get your girlfriend to stop smoking? It's a simple one.
Tell us how.
Go slower and use lube.
Oh, well, that's
Wasn't
uninteresting.
racist at all. That's fantastic. All right,
No,
I got
that
one more.
was
I got one more for you before I lose coherency because that's happening right now.
God.
right now.
What? Can you tell me what three? Tell me 3 two-letter words 3 two-letter words that mean small or short.
No, it's 3 letters. Wait, you said
I'm
2
sorry, I
letters?
can't.
3 two-letter words that mean small or short.
No.
Give up. Here we go.
I give up.
Two-letter words. Yeah.
If anyone in Twitch chat gets it, I'll send you 100 plex. Or anyone on the show.
And these
gets
are
it.
in English?
Yeah.
I don't
is
know
the
it
joke-
either.
What is the joke again?
3 two-letter words that mean short or small. You ready for
Is
the
it
answer?
in?
Yes, he got it. Red Line got it. Is it in? Good job,
had-
Red Line.
had to think about it.
collectively.
Dirty
I think.
joke.
I
He had
was
to think
Dirty
about it.
joke.
He had to consult
Dirty
Google on that
joke.
one.
I can consult Google
Guys,
on
that's
that
funny
one.
stuff, man. See, that got us
Okay,
out of
duck,
the
duck,
bad
duck.
language stuff. See, we're all happy, smiley now. Is it in?
It's ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Happy
Question
birthday.
I've never had to ask.
Because you're a size queen.
No, I know when I got it in.
You know, this show used to be
Wholesome.
about good
Wholesome.
Christian values. Now it's about gay sex.
Not
Are
all
you
of it.
It's
kidding
not
me?
a Christian Minecraft server anymore, guys.
Not a Christian Minecraft server.
Have you guys ever seen Sleeper Seafoam Matte? It's so pretty. It's blue and
No.
green camo on the wolf.
Did anyone buy the skins for the like the Shack and those the ones they had in the bundle for sale?
I did one of the Plex sales, and I got a 2 police skins. I think it was.
Yeah, they're
Which
doing
ones?
the police skins.
Oh my god, Rayo.
It's a good one. I'm remembering that.
No, you're not.
Same.
No,
In
you're
the
not
book.
gonna fucking remember that, you idiot.
Anonymous tips.
That's pretty good.
Rayo. That's good.
Black.
I'm
8.9
gonna be mean now.
million.
I'm gonna do a mean one.
Don't do
Ready?
a mean one.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm
be
ready.
red line's gonna be the punchline.
Ah, I'm always the punchline. That's lame.
What? What does a joke
Oh shit!
and 3 dicks have in common? All right,
Your mom.
not in common. Yeah, no, whatever.
Yeah, your mom. That's what.
No. Red line
that's what-
can't take a joke.
That doesn't make any sense.
Thanks, Rayo. 59 fucking.
But he can take
months.
the other thing.
Is that almost 5 years? God damn.
No,
Thanks, Rayo.
We've been doing that this long.
Skyhawk.
you've
Are
been
you there,
doing it a
Skyhawk?
long time.
Kind of old.
I think
Skyhawk, you
Skyhawk's
froze,
frozen.
buddy.
Oh,
Oh, thank God, he was smitten. He was smoten by
Smoking.
the Lord.
His boyfriend has to slow down.
He's smoking.
Ha ha ha. Anyways, listen. What else do you guys want to talk about tonight? You sped run everything.
So
What can you do?
I don't know much about the war. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really in the know anymore. But I moved a couple ships over because I like to do this stuff. I like these fleets. And it sounds like you guys do too, right? You're all trying to do it. Like
Cool.
tonight was actually the first time I've gone out on a fleet to do anything. It was some structure kills. Did you guys didn't defend? What the fuck, Drayden? Thought these were important.
hey,
shit.
like I said,
Cry about it.
I'm deployed and ready now, but like
It was-
all the fights earlier this week were I was at work. I was working late
Yeah,
this week,
I was same here.
but I am ready.
I think there looks like gearing up for some fights this weekend, right?
Well, I mean, there's been fights.
in both
There's-
the major TZs. Well, but on the
There's
weekend,
been
more
lots
people
of-
can participate, than they can during the week.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, there's been some. I mean, there's been like fights at all times. I mean, there's been fights in the morning, evening. I mean, there's been a couple fights where. I mean, there's been a couple I probably could have got on, but it was go to work at 8 a.m., get home at 8 p.m. I'm like, yo, I'm going to bed.
that Kraken can smoke itself,
I'm not
right?
going. I'm not getting on a fleet to last like 3 more hours after a 12-hour day on the road. So,
I get it, man. I'm so
but-
glad. Yeah.
but no, I mean,
Every day
it's-
this week I had to be up like at 4 in
But
the
there's
morning. I
been
was like,
several fights. I mean, there was a fight the other day that was, I think Imperium brought Bargus and Navy Ravens
Raving Avens.
And then I
love
like the
that.
fact that it's not Cyclone Fleet issues online. And Ferox navies were brought. That's kind of like the new flavor.
It's kind of the new one, yeah.
Yeah, like instead of CFIs, it's
Seeing vulture fleets
FNIs.
and flycatcher fleets.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
too.
like vultures. Vultures have become really popular all
I
of a sudden,
love the
like
vulture. I've
specifically
always
for
loved the
this
vulture.
war. So now, oh, that was something we didn't mention that, or maybe we just off the, and someone mentioned in the chat earlier. Yeah, the surgical strike change they did, what was it, a couple years back or something, is now removed.
Yeah.
So some people are happy about it. I guess in a way I'm less happy because the surgical strike made more stuff die, right? Things are less tanky, ships do more damage, more stuff dies. You don't have this, brick tank fleet versus brick tank fleet that just no one blows up in. But that did that's why the meta shifted to like the Cyclone Fleet issues and things that could just project a shitload of damage because, you're not going to tank it no matter what you bring. So, and also now that things are a little tankier, I mean, I guess there's less faxes. I mean, normally if I see Bargas or, expensive battleships dropped, you usually see some fax support, and that hasn't really, I don't think, happened really. So maybe things are just tanky enough that they're like, we don't need those. So
They might be holding them back a bit too. Who knows?
but I mean, that might be why the Vulture is now all of a sudden good, because with Surgical Strike gone, Vultures are pretty tanky, and now they're even more tanky. They still put out good damage, so.
No, they're very tanky and they put out good damage. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of neat that gets some doctrine meta shakeup. So I'm all for that.
Oh, red
So you're-
line.
Oh
Why?
yeah.
What?
For the
Lame.
Hey, Saker.
I also still live in your head rent free.
Rent free.
rent free.
Yeah, we took out
I-
Raven Navies tonight.
Raven Navy,
I like-
Navy Raven. I can't
I
help
like-
but say Raven Navy
I like that name.
or
for it.
Navy Raven or Raven Navy. Yeah,
I do like that ship.
What's
It's
the
fun. I mean, it's a
difference?
fun ship. It's different. Exactly. It's not the same old, same old.
yeah. I like the meta shakeup. I mean, they're pretty tanky. I feel like tanky ships are
They're very tanky ships. Yeah.
So when are we getting Damnation fleets? Aren't those like the tankiest command ship out there? They're a little slow. They're a little bit of a log you coming type of ship, but
What kind of DPS output do they have though? I'm not drawing a
they're
blank.
lasers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I mean,
So they're EM thermal.
that's why those vultures are so fucking powerful. They do a lot of DPS.
Yeah, well, and I can't. Are vultures? They're railguns.
Rails,
So
yeah.
yeah, so that's what, kinetic thermal, I believe.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to see Cenotaph fleets. That's what I want to take out.
I mean, maybe.
Don't be a
I-
poor. Buy
I
the
don't-
fucking books and don't be a poor.
I don't think you're gonna see a whole fleet of them because the
judge me.
whole.
No. I think you see 2 or 3 5-man squads of them causing a lot of problems if somebody uses
Yeah,
them.
if you mix them in with your fleet, they do a lot of damage. But yeah, if you have a whole fleet, because they don't stack.
Oh, because that and they're not that tanky, right? For battlecruiser, they're not. They're not tanky for battlecruiser. So you don't want everyone taking pot shots at them. And they're expensive, right?
Oh, Damnations are missiles.
They're specialty and you move in and out. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, I was wrong. Absolutions are the missiles. Damnations are. Or, I mean, absolutions are the lasers. Damnations are missiles. Okay. Yeah. So damnations can be any damage you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. All right, I'm in position. We'll see if this EFM stuff happens.
What else happened?
I guess I should check the map, see if there might be one next door.
Yeah, shout out to Saker. He's cradling me on the undock.
Feels good.
Oh.
I heard
yeah.
that he really like works the shaft, cups the balls type thing, right? Just what I
He
heard.
is quite the ball garbler.
He's not even listening anymore. So we're gonna go back to talking about mushrooms. I'm doing my
Oh, God.
damnedest to try to bring on. What's the name of that fucking? God damn it! The
That's
fucking
your
stupid
story.
show on HBO Cinemax. Mushroom people. They're not zombies. They're mushrooms. The fuck's the name of it? This Is Us, right? Is that right? Yeah.
It
He
could
just
have
went
no clue.
wide-eyed, dude. He's like,
Last
My
of
brain.
Us.
The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. The Last of Us.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's the fungus. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. So, these mushroom gummies I got have cordyceps in them. I'm like, fuck yeah, bring on the zombie mushrooms. Fuck cordyceps, exactly. They got cordyceps in them. It's one of the ingredients. I thought, fuck it, I'm bringing that shit on and having a good time doing it.
Hell yeah, brother. Do
These
your
fucking
thing.
things. I like them. I'm having another one probably.
Did you already have 4?
I'm at Sia level right now.
You're at
You're at
sea
sea
level?
level?
I'm at Sia level. So
Oh,
on the
sea
chart,
level.
the chart it says one
think you're
serving is a
good.
micro,
Bye-bye.
2 to 3 servings a macro dose, and 4 servings. See ya.
I think, is that it?
That's it. I took 8 last
That's as
weekend,
high as it goes?
and it put me down. Not
Oh,
gonna lie.
all right. Looks like they punted on the first.
Which ones?
I'm gonna put on both.
Like I said, I was on 2 fort kills and 2 Astro House kills the last hour. And there literally was no P Horde even in system on both of them. We turned into a
Yeah.
clicker, exactly same.
I mean, unless they are. Yeah.
I mean, isn't Pandemic Horde primarily the EUTZ Alliance? Like, aren't these groups, these big groups, primarily EUTZ alliances?
Why they set their timers for now?
I
That
don't.
make any-
I think there's enough
Oh,
people
I
that
don't
there's
know.
a strong number in both.
I think Horde's got presence at all. At least in US and EU. They have to. There's so many people.
And there's a lot of bleed over too. There's a lot of people in USTZ that do kind of operate in EUTZ as
Yeah,
well.
those fuckers got to get a job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Billy. Yeah, Billy was.
Or
in
they
here
or they
earlier.
just got weird hours.
I Billy
or
stopped by
something.
and said hi.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, Billy's back.
And that's actually a good thing for your side. He's a good FC, and he's good at rallying the troops. Right? He does a good job of that. Your side needs Billy, just like our side needs me. You know, it's
I
Oh, I know. I'm not like.
I know
That is not
CCB won't release it, but it'd be kind of neat.
Yeah,
to,
you do
to
say
see how many people resub when expansions come out and stuff.
Didn't they share that one? They shared that once.
So here's the thing about this, about the expansion and like players playing it. If you take a look at EVE Offline, you can see like the peak player count. So like last weekend was higher than Tuesday when the patch dropped. As far as peak player count goes, I haven't
Well, didn't
actually checked
technically
it
the
for
the
today.
war started last weekend, right? I mean, you suppose that's why?
I am sorry, I was looking at it last week. Let me take a look and see here real quick. 1 second. So when did the expansion come out? It was
Tuesday.
27th.
Yep.
The war
So
started
on
Saturday, so it's a few days before. I mean
27th,
deployment.
33,000, just shy of 34,000, we'll call it, on that day. But like the day before was at the same amount. The day before was at the same amount. The day before was at the same amount. Like it didn't change. It didn't go up at all. And that's weird to me. And today it was only 30, it was just shy of 33,000. So
No, but
it's
this is a week.
actually,
This is a weekday though.
it's a Friday. And also
It should be up now.
this
as
is
opposed
when
to earlier.
the 7 days of Omega is ending. After the the free 7 days should be coming to an end now.
Unless you do it
For
now
the people who redeemed
yeah,
it
right away.
immediately.
Yeah. But that wasn't available till Tuesday, right?
Omega ends the
Omega
3rd.
ends the
Okay,
3rd.
never mind.
Yeah, 3rd. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's I was.
Well, then I don't know. Why aren't people sticking around?
Well, maybe you just get tired of me killing them. I don't know.
I don't think you've ever killed anyone.
I killed at least 3 people.
And Cold Blood?
No,
Oh, good.
And warm blood, right?
I smear that blood everywhere.
So
You
you're
just
not
like to
blood?
smear it on yourself. And
What's up,
everything?
Kale?
I do. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't think there's gonna be
I'm
a fight over this
happy-
one either.
Yeah, there's not
The
gonna
one
be
coming up
a-
in 2 hours or an hour and a half.
No, there's one coming out in 5 minutes, and there's 36 people in system. So
Is that the one in one?
no, that one
second?
already repaired. They didn't fight that one.
That's the one Rain was streaming, right?
She was doing both,
Yeah.
yeah. So the ITAC one repaired, and then this is EFM, comes out in 5 minutes. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
see, that's
any
You
attack
look
is
like
gonna
we're
happen
coming
on
at
this
it.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the trick with war reporting, is that you need an in with the people fighting the war to be able to like report on what's actually happening. Otherwise, nothing's happening.
Well,
That's
I
funny.
mean,
Like
Yeah.
you're reporting when nothing is happening, basically.
I'm
If
not
you don't know when this-
reporting. I
yeah.
was just prepping in case there was a fight.
No,
but
I'm-
I mean, I wouldn't be able to like.
I'm not
'cause-
saying you. I'm saying the royal
general,
you, not like
Oh,
you
yeah,
specifically.
yeah. I was like also the like if there was prior knowledge of like, oh, we're prepping for this one, it's like that would probably be OPSEC, and I probably wouldn't be able to like be like, hey, guess what we're getting ready to do. So
Why not? Everyone would be hyped and ready to go.
no, but I
The
was
other
just
team would know about it. It wouldn't be
yeah,
OPSEC
I
at
just
all.
saw there was a timer for this one. I was like, I'm gonna be in place, and if a fight happens, then I can put it on. But if not, then not. So
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Missed the good part. How drunk are we? Not really. But
That's
Dom's
not
getting
true.
pretty.
I'm fucking.
Well, I was gonna say Dom's getting pretty fucking out there.
I've been
yeah,
drinking.
Death
since
and Top.
noon.
Well, no, because I mean everyone watching this,
Oh,
anyone watching
okay.
the stream, but also I mean it probably wouldn't be that big of an OPSEC thing because there's spies in both groups. So if one side is like
Correct.
gearing up,
Figure.
then
Do you
other side
honestly think
probably
that I'll
knows about it,
remember?
but it's not really my decision to make on divulging that stuff. So
No, he's already been kicked out of one group for doing that.
no, I haven't.
Ooh.
Hey, did who'd you get kicked out of for talking shit on stream?
No, I didn't get kicked out. I was dumb and just
Should've.
left. I was like,
Just did.
I was
Xavier.
like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm leaving NC Dot, and I just left while I was on stream. And then I was like, the next morning, I'm like, you know what? I dropped Corp before moving any of my assets, so I had to asset safety every fucking thing I owned. It was really fucking stupid. I'm like, that's karma. Be a dumbass.
All right.
Get
All right,
fucked.
there's a knock at the door. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You have strangers knocking at the door? What the fuck?
Oh, he's getting swatted. Fuck.
I hope he doesn't get swatted.
Or he's just high as shit and thinks there's a knock at the door.
No, there probably is a knock at the door. Where's Skyhawk go?
I
Hell
said his
happened to
internet
this
shit
guy?
the
Yeah,
bed.
then it joined Habit. Well, I did join What Could Possibly Go Wrong for a little stint between there, but
Maybe it's a hooker.
oh, yeah, maybe it's the hooker that he ordered. The mail order bride.
Blackjack dealers and beers and whiskey and more mushroom.
Damn, are y'all good?
I don't know. This
Well.
Adam Zoom Vault, he might bring the thunder. Maybe he's gonna reinforce it himself.
Oh yeah.
If he brings
mean,
a
here's the
Baba
thing.
Yaga, he might have enough damage by
Here's-
himself.
Here's the thing about who determines whether there's a fight for this Fortizar?
Leadership, if they decide to form for it or not.
No, but like which side determines whether there's a fight?
The attackers.
Okay, perfect. So
That's a trick question. Wasn't it?
If-
Fuck, it was the defenders. Damn it.
if the defenders don't seem to care about the structure in question, do you think that they'll form for it? For instance, if it's a Fortizar.
Well, and this wasn't a final timer, so that might be the other thing. They're like, well, if they hit it,
An
then
armor
we'll
timer?
defend it on the final timer. But this was no, because it's only reinforced shields, so there would be.
People don't defend on the final timer though.
If you want to say the structure, you do.
No, you defend on the armor timer. Because if you
You can.
defend on the structure timer
I mean, you,
and the structure dies, then you're stuck in Dictor bubbles with your whole fleet and your thumbs up your asses.
Yeah, but
So
I mean,
you fight on the armor timer. That's usually
I've
where the
seen
biggest
people
fights
pass up
happen.
armor timers and defend on the structure timer. Seen it.
yeah, I've seen that more than
When
defending on the armor timer.
Fuck, I can't bring up a specific example, but I mean, it happens a lot.
Well, if it happens a lot, you should be able to bring up at least one specific example.
Dude, I don't remember every single system name that I've defended a structure in.
That's fine. I'm just asking for one.
I don't know. I mean, there was plenty of systems in the North War up in Pure Blind and shit when we were fighting up there. There's plenty of times where like we were fighting over armor timers, or I mean not armor, but structure timers
Yes, armor timers.
and structure timers. It's like, oh, we're gonna go kill this, and the other side's like, we gotta defend it, and they would defend it. There'd be a big fight, and we would either kill it or not. I mean, I don't know. It's
I mean, okay, all right.
X47. Oh yeah,
X47.
X47 Keepstar. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, no, don't make
That
him
actually-
help you. That's
Well, no,
fucking toxic.
that
first off.
so that fight was, I think, like a few weeks or a month before I came back and started playing in Joined Habit. So that happened, I think, basically while I was in New Orleans or something, or maybe a couple weeks before that. So I wasn't there for that specific
No,
one.
so there are. You are correct. I will say, you are absolutely correct in that there are timers that are like must-win timers. It's like if it's a staging place, or if it's something super important, then yeah, for sure. But if it's just a content thing, typically you're not going to see people fight over something where they can feed relentlessly. And that's exactly what fighting over a structure timer can lead to.
I mean, if it's a structure that
Especially
you
in
don't
any
want to
meaningful
lose, or
fashion.
like a strategic one, and you think you can actually
That's-
defend it.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Or I mean,
Literally what I just
there's
said.
been like you can have a fight too where you're like, we're probably gonna lose the structure, but if we kill a shitload of them, we'll have a bunch of good fun fights. And if we blow up, if we lose a structure that's, I don't know how much Fortizars are, like what 40, 50 billion with all the stuff put in them. Maybe more. I have no clue what Fortizars cost.
10?
Well, they're
I mean,
10,
with all
but I
the
mean,
stuff
when you put the
put in,
core
sure,
in and
but-
upgrades, I mean, it probably a little more than that. But I mean, if you're like, hey, we lose 20 or 30 billion for the structure, but if we kill, 80 billion worth of shit, that is totally worth some groups, I would think. Like,
Yeah.
you trade and you get fun fights. Like, that's kind of.
I agree, but the fun fight that you're looking for isn't typically going to happen on a halt timer. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I've had plenty of fights on whole timers.
I've had
Plenty
it's-
of
I'd say that.
Yeah.
sure.
It
I've
happens
had
a lot.
plenty of fights. I've had plenty of fights on a halt timer too, but I have also fought in a few existential wars, so that I get it. However, the fun fights that you are talking about don't typically happen on structure timers, and I think that's what is happening right now, is that it's the content fights that everyone's looking for. It's not invasion and taking all of their space. Taking some of it, right? But not all of it.
I don't know.
Not going
So how many
to
fun
kill
fights
the
have you
crabbing
had on a
lands.
structure timer?
I mean,
You
yeah, I
How
mean,
many fun fights have I had on the structure timer?
you said you had fun on structure timers. How many of those?
I thought M2 was fun myself,
Okay.
but I also liked the X47 Keepstar fights. Those were cool. There was that was a great time. There was UALX. Man, so many fun things. Why? What do
well,
you
I mean, it
ask?
sounds like there's fights on structure timers. I don't know what you're trying to get at, Redline. You're saying like fights don't happen on structure timers, but they do, and you're like, but they're not the fun fights. I'm like, if it's a fight, it's
You're
a fun
walking
fight.
it-
Like if you get into a big
You're
fight,
moving the goalpost, man.
It's like
so
if you get
stick
in a
What are
fight
you
over a
talking
structure
about?
timer, that's a fun fight. I mean, I don't know.
I
What
literally
are you
said,
asking for?
I don't know what you're. I guess I'm confused. What are you trying to? Did I say something wrong?
No,
Hello?
I'm confused now. I don't know what you're.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm
you,
saying is
so
that
Redline,
right now
hold on.
there are
hold on.
two
So
groups that are fighting.
you said
for
that there are no
content.
fun fights that happen
I-
on
That's not what I said.
structure timers.
That's
Okay.
not what I said.
You said that earlier in the
Head
beginning.
I
hurts.
didn't.
Before we
didn't
went down this, yeah. See, my head's starting to hurt now.
Yeah, because you're making stuff up. It's ridiculous. Anyways, what I said was that typically you are going to see fights on the armor timer because there is a much lower chance to feed, and especially if it's just content fights, you're going to see more of those fights on an armor timer than on a hull timer. Again, because of the likelihood to feed. You will fight on a structure timer if you have to, if you need to keep the structure. And I have participated in fights that were exactly like that, and I had fun doing it. But also, the group that lost the fight fed relentlessly.
Just
So
when I'm hungry.
that's what I'm
What is it?
saying.
Okay, but
I'm talking hundreds
well,
of billions of ISK and Titans.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you're not gonna use that on a
Mm.
on a Fortizar anyway. So
all I know is
Exactly.
I have fun on regardless of whatever it is. Structure
Good.
timer, shield timer, whatever. I
Good
have
for
fun
you.
fucking defending or attacking. So
I'm in agreement, Alex.
whatever.
I like fucking structure kills. I said I don't mind them, or even structure fights. I think.
Hello?
Hello, what?
Hello.
hello.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Then why'd you say hello?
Yeah, I play to have fun.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
I
don't
have fun doing
care
those.
about the very nitty gritty and
The strategic shit that's for the higher ups. I'm just here to blow shit up.
yeah.
Look, I like
If
explosions. Exactly. Yeah.
if they like to talk about that shit and strategize and stuff
Oh,
like that,
okay.
good
So
for
now
them.
you don't have an opinion. All right. I see
I'm
how
not
it
saying
is.
I don't have an opinion.
That is my opinion. That what I said earlier is
You've been
irrelevant. My
arguing with me for
opinion.
10 minutes and now your opinions, you don't care. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's not what we
Okay,
said.
buddy.
I think you are
That's
like
what I
not
said.
understanding what we're saying, Redline, because like we say one thing and
Yeah.
you think we're
Maybe
saying
not.
another. But
All right. What are you saying? I'm listening wholeheartedly.
I don't even know why this
Exactly.
became a giant issue. We were just talking about like, hey, there's sometimes fights on structure timers and they're fun, and you're like, yeah, the fun fights aren't on structure timers. We said, yeah, they can't
That's
be.
not what I said.
I don't know. I think we could just move on. Like this is like going in random
Yeah.
circles all over the place. This is like unimportant at this point. But
What are we talking about?
I
It
don't
was
know.
never
Damn.
important.
Tamper, what's up?
I think Redline just likes bringing up just stuff like that just to kind of stir the pot a
Talking
little
shit
bit.
again.
Talking shit. Yeah.
Jeez.
Is that right, Redline? Am I right
No,
about that?
it's not. In fact,
Space is correct.
Oh,
because what
in
I
fact,
said,
here's a fact,
what I
everybody.
said originally was that on
Ooh, hot
with
sauce.
war reporting, it's easier if you have an in with an FC.
That's
So
still the topic.
We yeah, we saved it for you. I kept it
So
spinning
I
around
was
in
actually.
circles so that it
The,
would be fresh for you when you got back.
I don't know what night this was. The other night, I was on Asher's stream. He's streaming sumo wrestling like he used to back in the day. So I was watching that with them, and there's several of us in there. Rain's in there, and she asked me, "Hey Asher, can you make me blue so I can come do war reporting?" He just laughed. He's like, "No, I can't do that." Oh, he could do that. He has the ability to. He's choosing not to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of
But you're
lame,
talking about
Asher.
having the in. I don't know if you don't have that in already. It's hard to establish it with a different group, right? You know what I mean? If you don't, does that make sense? Like
Well, yeah, no,
it's
I
hard to
understand.
have it. You know, you'd have to be cribba really to have all groups trust you with telling you their plans and stuff. But it
But
just makes
that's
it so the
why
people who are going to
that's
be
If you
reporting
have
but
a
if
have
you
got to be
think about it,
prepared.
that's
the-
why Pando's streams are so great, is because he is the in himself. So
No, good
he
point. Yeah.
knows when there's going to be a fight because he's typically the one aggravating it.
Either
Right?
defending or attacking.
that's
Yeah.
if you want to know, but also, I mean, there's that
No, I'm
one.
talking for
Where's the
reporters.
website? I forget what it is, but there's a website
talking
where it
about
just
the
has all the
employees,
timers
yeah.
on it, and if you're just willing to be at all of them, and there just happens to be a fight on one, you'll be there. But then you have to kind of be diligent and hit all the
Yeah, you
timers.
have to be there all the time.
Yeah, but if that's what you're doing,
I mean, I guess, yeah, if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing.
LinkedIn, Twitch.
that
LinkedIn?
one.
What about LinkedIn?
Yeah. I said LinkedIn.
Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can see that.
Is this an IP logger?
Yes. Yes. It is.
Oh, I just clicked it. Fuck.
I'm gonna hack all your shit, everybody.
No, because it's from Winterco. That's my group. So these are sob timers, right? Where's
Sound
the
timers,
structure
not structure
timers?
timers.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because that's you can just get that on.
Yeah, that's owned
You don't
by
have
everybody. Yeah,
you don't have the structure
Oh, well.
timers, bro?
she does, doesn't she?
Link
Space Rain does a
link
great job of
link
reporting
link your
stuff.
timer
I
board.
I
Link your
thought I
timer
thought
board,
this
bro.
had the structure timers on it. I didn't know it was soft timers, so never mind. What I said
Link-
was
link your-
bullshit.
No, link your board. Link your.
Link your
Timer
timer
board.
board, bro.
I'm an F1 monkey.
No,
so I
don't
just
don't
go
link
out.
it, Drayden. Don't link it. Take a screenshot
I
of
don't
it.
even know if we
I just
have a
go
timer
out and
board. I
shoot
don't know
you.
where it
That's
is.
all
I mean, I
God
wouldn't
damn
link
it.
it anyway, but I don't know.
Dominox,
I don't even know
Steve.
where it is.
See these guys, they've been arguing with me for 10 minutes. They don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
That
so.
actually makes sense, Redline. Most people argue with you even if they don't know what they're talking about. Because it's fun. It's fun to argue with you. It's not. I'm not gonna lie.
It
It's a
is
good
fun
time.
to argue, but I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do it
420.
anymore. No more arguing after today. After right now, no more arguing.
after. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Okay.
You see that movie, Yes Man?
Yep.
Though I will give you. Okay, just
I have
think. I
not.
was thinking about this earlier, Redline. I
You were
will give
thinking
you
about
this.
me earlier? That's sweet.
Sure. You did mention, I think it was a couple of months ago, about when
Months?
CCP came out with their, what's that show called? The Nerd Show?
Yeah.
You actually, I
Few
think you
weeks.
called it right because they have not came out.
I was just gonna
they
say,
came
has
out
there
with
been an episode two?
two.
No.
No, they have episode. I think they have episode 2, but they have not came out with anything since, like even before FanFest. So
07
Yeah.
show did a really good job for a while, right? Until the people
No, it's
running it left. They
it's
did. They
because
were weekly, and it was they
right.
did a good job of staying on schedule. They really did.
But it's because hosting Eve content is boring. Like
Eh,
categorically. No,
it
think
is.
about it. Because the bigger the fight, right, the more interesting it is, but also the slower the game goes. So like nothing's actually happening on screen. It's a PowerPoint presentation at that point. So it's all about the person who's presenting it. So it's all about the personalities instead of the content itself,
Unless
which
you get those sweet
makes it
spot fights. It's like,
which makes it hard to have an Eve show. Like it sucks. But if you have fun with the people that you have the show with, that's what's important, and that's what people like to
We
watch.
GTT streamed a few of the fights. That was fun having us all on there talking about it. I did enjoy that.
Right. It was
Yeah,
awesome
it was
because
awesome.
it was us, right?
It was us. Yeah,
It
I
wasn't
agree.
because the fight was awesome.
No, I agree. I think the group of us that were on there talking about it made it worth watching because we all had an opinion, differing opinions,
Yeah.
and it was fun.
And we're awesome.
Well, you're awesome.
No, you're awesome.
Thank you. I like being awesome.
I like you being awesome.
you're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. Anyways, I think wars are cool. But really there's not much to this one yet.
Not yet. There hasn't been
there's-
that.
But also
Yeah,
been
crazy
some
I'm
fight.
sure
fights.
people are still deploying. I mean, sure, some fights, but you said no caps,
Taylor's
and
right.
I said not much. God damn
It's
it!
been less than
Listen
a
to
week. I
listen.
mean, you gotta give it
Listen.
time.
That's what I'm. Fuck you. That's the point I'm trying to make. God damn it!
Okay.
That it's early on.
Redline,
give it
I
some
think
more
you have to give it some
time.
time. Why are you being so poo poo on it?
I'm gonna pop a blood vessel. God damn it! I don't got
Pop a
many of
blood
them
vessel,
left.
Pete.
Ah.
I
Anyways,
didn't mean to yell at you, Kale.
Favorite
Sorry.
quote from the movie Cranks.
Cranes,
Brains?
brains.
What quote? What?
No, that was I said don't pop a blood vessel, you little penis. That was a quote from the movie Crank. That's my favorite quote from that movie. It's
I still didn't catch what movie it is.
Crane.
Crank.
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 Not Cranes.
Oh,
Crank.
You
that
fucking
was
me up,
the-
Redline. I was like,
Oh, is
where's
that the one with
Cranes?
Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That movie is fucking weird. It's funny
That
though.
movie's awesome.
Kale's right. Yeah. When you enjoy the company you're with, really no matter what you're doing, usually, and there's exceptions, of course, it becomes more fun, right? If
Yeah.
you're with a group of people you enjoy to be with. So and I know we're all like this. Every one of us has got certain FCs we'll go out with, certain ones we won't, right? Because usually not because of their half aptitude, but the other half is the production value of it. It just if you go out with somebody who's
Yes.
just awful, boring, meat or jerk, right, that is a big part. I won't go out with them again.
Oh, I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
matter. Even if they do a good job, I might not.
No, that's not. No, I mean, if a
Well, you
fleet
go out no matter what else.
if a fleet is up,
No, I was
and
saying
I'm
me. You go
available
out with me,
for
you're
it,
gonna have a bad time.
like if I'm not in
No,
the middle of something else and a fleet goes up and I'm there, and like then I don't care who's leading it. I'll go.
Oh no, I've got 3 or 4 FCs that I will not join their fleets.
I haven't
Would you
come
I mean,
across
unless
any of
unless
those.
literally Wibla comes on and says, "Dom, you have to join this fleet. You have to." I won't because I don't enjoy their fleets. Either they're incompetent or they don't. Their demeanor is just not for me, right?
Or they're Dave Archer.
Oh,
I like Dave Archer, and I like I don't. You can yell at me all you want. I don't give a shit. I was in Elo's fleets, and I was just as stoned then as I am now, right? I get
Would
yelled
never
at a
yell
lot.
at
I
you.
understand that. It's me. It's not them. It's me.
I
But
never
there's a
yelled
difference
at you,
between
did I?
yelling at me because I'm fucking 4 systems behind, going the wrong direction, and yelling at people because they like make a tiny mistake on field, right? There's a big difference to that. I don't need it. Make the shit fun.
I think the only FC that I was not a fan going out on fleets was back when I was at NC, and I was not a big fan of Vince Tracken, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, like FCs can get mad and like say some shit, but like I feel like he kind of stepped beyond.
My big one is Big Red Boat. I will never go on fleet with him.
I
again.
liked Boat actually.
No,
I
fucking
was like,
hated
some
Boat.
people hated story. Like the dude would just go into story time every fucking fleet. I thought I don't. I thought Boat was fine. I heard McCallum was a fucking terror to go on fleets with, but I never flew with McCallum, so I have no clue on that one. But yeah.
Starscream said.
Well, that's he posted that. I was like, yeah, I remember hearing some shit about McCallum.
I got yelled at by John Hartley once. I didn't care.
I know
I got yelled at by
Grath.
Redline once.
I know Grath can
Really?
be loud and like sassy, but I don't know.
He's on my list
don't-
too. He's on my
I
list
don't
too.
think
But some
I-
people
I don't
liked
think
that
I
about
I got
him?
yelled at by
at
Graf
anybody,
once,
no.
and that was fun.
Yeah, some people like that about him, so I don't know.
I don't think I've ever yelled at anybody.
Probably
That's
not.
crazy talk.
But I know
I
there's
know
not an
that
FC out
I'm
there that I haven't been on their
athlete.
fleet, and all of a sudden I find myself 3 jumps behind everybody because I get high and I'm just not paying attention, and they need to yell at me. I get it. I deserve to be yelled at for that. But if I'm aligning the wrong direction once, don't fucking freak out. Come on.
I don't mind if people get called out if they make a mistake, but it's like just don't. It's
Be a
like,
dick about it, though.
It's like, hey, you're fucking up. Do this instead. That's fine. Because like, hey, if people are making mistakes and you call them out on them, it's like that will just improve the skill of your fleet and your members. That they'll do better next time, hopefully. But if you're
Well, I've
gonna
been
just
called every
spend,
name under
if
the
you're gonna
book, so
spend
I get
10
it.
minutes laying into them because they made a mistake, it's like, okay, dude, it's a fucking video game. Chill the fuck out. But
Yell at me in the
one,
moment.
no one cares that
okay,
much.
wait,
Like,
wait, wait,
did
hold
the
up,
mistake kill the whole fleet?
Time out.
Yeah.
How many minutes is enough? Like, how many minutes is too many? Because
I think just
I have to spend at least several minutes scolding the person, otherwise they won't get the message.
no. I think like just saying, "Hey,
agree.
what the fuck are you
Drayden.
doing? Do this.
Drayden,
Fix it."
have
Like,
you ever had to scold a person
No.
in a
Have you
Have you
video
ever had
game?
Dominar 3
No,
systems
I
behind
haven't.
where you need him to be?
Think about the personality that scolds a person in a video game. Okay, give me some time to scold. How much time do I have?
10 minutes. You get 10
I don't
minutes.
think you need more
No,
than
he
Hold
said
everybody.
20
he
seconds.
said 20 seconds.
That's enough
seconds.
time for you to tell a person this is, hey, you're fucking up. Don't do this.
What?
Do this instead. Case closed. Move on. Like that's like don't harp on it. Jesus Christ.
1 minute. 1 minute is the lowest I can accept.
I was gonna say less than a minute would be.
Why
like,
do you
more-
need that long to just harp on so I don't know. Like once you tell them why you're upset with them and what they need to do instead, anything
Look,
past that
you-
is just you venting at them because you're frustrated, and that is like who cares? Who gives a shit anymore? No one
save that
fucking
shit for,
cares.
like after the
Yeah,
fleet
like
to do
that's
that.
the point where it's like, yo, this is a
I
fucking
care.
game.
Unless
Let's like
it's
this
an
isn't.
habitual offender.
It's one
the
thing
same
if you do it in
person
the
fucking
real
up all the
life
time.
arm.
You got to call that motherfucker out in fleet.
It's one thing if you do it in the
Yeah,
real life army because people could fucking die or get injured if you fuck up. It's another in a video game where like the worst case scenario, some ships die and you cost some people
My
some
ship's
time.
fucking important.
I don't know.
I don't want it to die.
Like I don't know. It's
I'm
like
calling
there's a
people out.
level to where it's like it's just unreasonable to get upset beyond a certain point, in my opinion.
What's that level? Damn it! That's what I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
figure
That's
out.
what I'm saying. 30 seconds is
What-
enough time
so
to
your level
to address
Okay.
the issue. in
And
my
I'm
opinion.
asking for a minute, 1 minute.
You said minimum a
So
minute.
But
your
here's the thing, though.
Your minimum is a minute, right?
There's a difference
what
is
between
like
being
your-
yelled at for no
I
reason.
said the lowest I would like to go is 3 minutes, and then he said 20 seconds. So like
No,
obviously,
you didn't say 3
I was
minutes.
way
You said
above.
the lowest you would be willing to accept would be a minute.
Yeah.
So what is like
One's
your
3, right?
average of like what is Redline's average of like chewing somebody out?
I mean, I've
Just
been
like-
known to spend at least 5 to 7 minutes making fun of
God.
someone for making a mistake.
He has
that's-
God. This is all lies.
It's one thing to joke about
Dumb.
something. Like that's fine if it's just
Dumb.
like, if you just like start ribbing on someone as a joke. Not like in a terrible way,
I'm
but it's
sorry,
just like
I'm
hey, it's
sorry.
like you just kind of keep
Dumb,
throwing
you
a little
ruined
jab
it.
their way. That's
I
fine,
realized I thought
whatever.
you were being
But
serious.
He didn't hear you. He didn't hear you. It's okay.
But
It's
yeah,
fine.
it's like-
I did.
So, I want to
kinda
address what
figured
Kale
you were
says.
fucking-
There is a difference, though, of being called out for something you did wrong, as opposed to being ridiculed and yelled at for no reason. And I agree. If I get called out for something I did wrong, I'll admit it. I'm the dumbass who went the wrong direction. I didn't align. I got caught. Whatever. I don't care. But I won't be yelled at for something like you guys are like General. You guys are all stupid. I can't believe I'm FCing this crap. I'm leaving.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
and-
join that.
that's
in my opinion, like honestly, yelling is unnecessary. I mean, it's like you don't need like. This isn't fucking grade school.
Now,
You're not
now
trying
when-
disciplining
when-
children.
when I-
It's just like, hey,
When I say
you fucked
yelling,
up.
though,
Fix
hold on,
it.
wait a
Do
second.
this.
When
Let's
I
move
say
on.
yelling,
Let's keep playing. Like that's.
I don't
need to
mean
yell at
yelling.
people.
I'm talking about like making fun of. So like I'm saying like 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes after something happens.
Oh,
I'm
not
still gonna
for
make
10
fun of you
minutes,
for it.
but in 10 minutes, not for the whole 10 minutes. You mean
Correct.
just at some point
But,
within
like,
that 10 minutes,
give-
I'm going to use my
give-
30-second
Give me
allotment
some.
to call
give
you
me
a
some-
dumbass.
Give me
fucker.
some time to jab at you, just a little bit, because it's
I
funny.
don't mind a little poking of fun. That's fine.
I'll tell you, like I said, I get called out a lot in fleets because I don't pay attention because sometimes I get bored. And I'm fine with them calling me out. And I'll tell them, hey, sorry, I'm 4 jumps away. I don't know where you guys are. And I'm going to just go this way. Don't wait for me. Right? I'm okay with that. I understand. I lose ships like that because I don't pay attention. But I don't get mad about it. And I don't want I'm never that crucial guy. I'm not the fucking logi
Yeah.
anchor. You know, it doesn't really matter
Right.
if you lose me. I'm usually
You're
I'm
the
either
carry
command ship
side.
or I'm DPS. Right? It's just whatever.
Command ship is important.
Well, I
if-
suppose. Yeah.
If you're gonna fly command ship, you should probably pay attention. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
You're probably
Well, you need to pay attention
This is
to
what I mean. This is what I.
You need to pay attention to making sure one that your links are actually running or turning
That
them
you're
off.
alive.
Turning,
that
but
you're
also I
alive
mean,
with
like
the
you
And,
need to,
and I'm with and
you
I'm with
need
the
to make
fleet.
sure you're broadcasting for reps. But like,
Right.
command ships are like I think one of the easiest things to. I mean, I've never done it, but I would assume command ships are probably the easiest thing to alt fly because as long as you're paying attention and broadcasting when you
No.
need to for reps. Other than that, you
Get-
just anchor up and
get
fucking turn the boosts
Get
on,
webbed
and that's
once.
and just AFK it after that. Like that's easy.
Get webbed once.
You can't
And what
FK.
happens?
You got.
Okay, but if you get webbed, how you like?
You're
can't
fucked.
do-
You're going to die, and your
You
boosts are
can't
gonna go
do
away.
anything about that though. If you get
Unless you're in a
webbed-
stork and you boosh out.
Well, I
Right,
mean,
but
if-
if you get webbed and then you're slowed down and then you end up at the back of the fleet, you're no longer
Outside of
providing
logi
boost to your
range, yeah,
fleet,
Okay, but I mean
right?
that's
And even if somebody's killing you, you're not providing the usefulness that you're there for.
well,
so when you
right, but
fly a
that's not on
command
you
ship
being a
and you fly
pilot.
boost.
That's like you got.
Oh no, it
webbed.
absolutely is.
Like how do you? Okay, how do you
At that point,
not get
at that
webbed?
point-
That's correct.
at that point, the ship that you alt is your F1 ship. Like, don't alt the booster.
Correct. The F1 ship's way easier to alt. Main your booster, alt your. That's what I do. Yeah. I'll have like one person will be in a
Well-
stork, and then one person will just be in a
Work
F1
smarter,
line
not
ship.
harder.
Right, but okay, if you're talking like small
I'll
gauge,
be in.
sure.
I'll be
'cause
in the fucking.
I'm talking.
no, I'll be
I
in the
thought you meant
command
like
ship.
in
I'm
like
talking
larger
big.
block fleets where
I'm
you're just
talking
anchoring up. It's
I'm
I'll
like
be in the
talking
command
big,
ship or
daddy,
the
fuck
command
you,
destroyer.
fleet.
okay,
brother.
so
So my
in a
alt
big
will be
fleet,
in the F1
wait,
ship.
wait, hold on. So if you're in a big fleet and you anchor up, how do
Yeah.
you not get webbed? Like, there's nothing you can do to prevent getting webbed. If a webbed ship comes in and webs you down,
No,
then hey,
bro.
like, what are you gonna do?
I'm not talking I'm not
Excuse me,
talking
sir,
about.
stop webbing
I'm
me.
not talking about getting webbed. I'm talking about what happens after you get webbed. If you get webbed, you're slowed down. You're stuck at the back
You're
of
not
your
paying
fleet,
attention.
and you're AFK on your fucking booster, not providing boost to your fleet. What's the point? What's your point? What do you?
Okay, but
What
if
service
you
are you providing?
let's say you are paying
At that
attention to
point,
get
no
webbed, what are you
service.
gonna do about getting webbed? Like, how are
Well,
you gonna
when you
prevent getting webbed if
when
you're
you
webbed?
when
Well,
you
if you're
when
paying
you
attention, you
when
call
you
that out.
stop when you stop being webbed, you'll catch back up to your fleet. Like you'll overheat your micro a
say
few
they get-
cycles. And
Okay,
catch
well,
up.
yeah, but that's like
They
that
would
But if
means
you're
call
not
out for
paying
something like
attention,
that.
you won't do that.
If-
Is what he's saying.
exactly. If
I'm
you're
not
paying
saying
attention,
don't
you
pay
won't do that.
attention. I'm saying
You
did.
literally
You
said to
"Fuck off, don't pay
AFK.
attention." You
You
did.
said
You
to,
literally
to
said
press.
that.
You said anchor up,
Press
press
your
the
shit
boost,
and
and go
AFK.
AFK.
no. I said you need to
Don't
pay
walk it
attention
back
to make
now.
sure that you need to broadcast for
did-
rep.
You
No, I already said you need to
AFK.
broadcast for reps, which also means obviously paying attention to shit like that. But I mean,
Alright,
come
you
on.
put
Does
an
it?
out in it. Whatever.
He's
You put
backing
an
it
out
up. He's
in.
backing it up.
On. At Kaylee,
No, I
I'm also
didn't back
stressed
it
out.
up. Like, what the fuck?
No, it's fine. It's okay. I understand.
Symbiote, so
You put
bad.
an out in it, and I'm gonna give it to you. You have it. It's yours.
What I was saying, Drayden, is if you're gonna do 2 ships, I think it does. I disagree. No, I disagree. It needs full attention all the time, because you have to be. You do. You have to be paying attention. You don't want to lose that fucker because 1, they're expensive. 2, they're important to. They're important to the fucking bullshit.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if you're
but-
getting aggressed on,
so-
pay attention. But if you're not getting aggressed on, there's no issue. You don't need to
So
like
my
be
point,
like.
my
You're
point is, you
muted,
want to pay
Drayden.
attention to both. If you're
I
doing
muted, yeah.
two alt and alt, you want kind of pay attention to both because you don't want to lose either. But what I do is my command ship is Dom, my alt is just an F1 monkey, rather than doing it vice versa. Right? I don't do a Dom and
And
an
your
F1
second
ship,
ult
and then
is
a
lighting
second one.
front
Well,
line.
which
command
character you
ship.
use doesn't matter. It's which
It does.
which
Dom, I
client
pay
you're
attention to more.
focused on.
I like Dom.
Okay.
I touch him inappropriately all the time. Him and I are buddies. So he's the
Same.
one I pay attention to the most. Where my alt would, I care less. I care, but I care less.
I don't know. I'm just saying, pay attention to your booster when it's a crest. But if you're not getting a crest, then it's just running links. You're not having to even target shit and.
No, but you have to be in the right position.
Activate guns or
never
anything like
flown-
that.
You have to
just
be in the right
flown-
position. You have to
Wait,
make sure
hold up.
you're
Let
in
me-
the right
let me
position.
if you're
an
anchored
important
up, you're in the right
question.
position.
Drayden,
Period.
No.
have
that's
you
not
ever
exactly
flown
true.
a command ship in a big fleet?
No, but I mean.
Okay. So shut up because you don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Outside of aggression,
just
what
log
does the
in.
command ship do aside from anchoring up and activate links? Like what
Okay,
else do you
listen.
do?
What I am
Well, it depends on
saying,
which one. Yeah.
you are always aggressed in a command ship. You are always being attacked by something. You are always being ECM'd in some way.
You gotta watch
Is
for
what
drones.
I'm trying
You
to
gotta do all
say
kinds
to
of
you.
stuff. Yeah.
Like you have to actively manage the ship because it is always under threat.
Pandemic
Where
Horde.
your F1 ship is
Drayden
not.
is
Which would
volunteering to
fall
be a
under the
command
when
ship
you're
pilot
mean,
under
from
am I
now on.
aggression. I don't know. Like,
Am I wrong?
Well,
Am I
No,
wrong,
you're not
chat?
wrong. Red Light.
but am I
just said-
also not wrong? Like when I said
No,
when
you're
you're
wrong.
under aggression, pay attention.
If I'm
which
right, you're wrong.
You just
You're
said,
always under aggression.
You need to.
Well, then
you
you
need
would
to
be
be
paying
paying attention all the
attention.
time. You need to pay attention all the time. Command ships are one of the ones you don't want to fuck up because trust me, I get yelled at a lot.
Are
'Cause
we
I
just
fuck up in
arguing
them.
for the sake of arguing at this point? Because it's like I
Yes,
feel like
because
we
everything
ran
I
out
of
say, there's
topic.
like a fucking goddamn.
That's the point. We're talking. We're just talking.
It's
We're just
it's,
talking.
it's
I'm pretty
like,
much arguing
it's
with
like
every
devil's
every
advocate
point.
online right now. God damn.
Devil's
Just don't be wrong.
advocate
Stop
online?
being
Yeah.
wrong, and we'll stop.
Wrong. That's so toxic, Tom. Stop.
Okay, so this is just Redline being fucking annoying
I'm not
Redline
doing
character.
anything. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Might be
I'm just
symbiote.
talking. I don't. What?
No.
What did I
Just
say?
asking the question.
What did I
No,
say?
you're
That's so mean.
Okay.
No, but for
Tom,
real,
are you
what was
okay?
it? I
Take
gotta
a
know.
breath, buddy.
Woo!
He's
I'm having a good time.
He loves it. He
I know
loves
they're
it out
primary
here
all
in
the
the
time, but
streets.
I'm just saying it's
Oh, they're bullshit ships. You probably should just put it on
that being said,
autopilot.
though,
Put it
as
on
a,
autopilot.
as a
and follow along.
logi,
You'll be
there's a
fine.
ton of times where we're getting shot and the command ships are not getting. Yeah, they do get shot sometimes, but there's a lot of times where it's just DPS ship broadcast, DPS ship broadcast, and the command ships are fucking left alone because I always have all the command ships on my watch list, and it's like none of them are getting aggressed. They're fine.
Well,
I don't know.
that's the thing
It
is
does.
that
It depends on
you
how you.
don't
It does
you
matter, right? That,
ECM doesn't typically do damage.
but he's not wrong. The command ships a lot of times, if you don't think you can break them, you don't even try. Right? It depends on your enemy's DPS level. If you can't break them, there's no point in even trying because they are tanky. Right? So I gotta
Damage
know that I
isn't
can
the
kill that
only.
fucker
Hold on,
fast.
can I
Yeah.
sing you a song real quick? Can I sing you a song? Damage isn't the only way to affect a ship in EVE Online.
No, but as a logi, that's what he's looking for is
Right.
damage.
Correct.
And
Well,
I'm
That's all we
saying
damage,
see
if
but
it.
you can't
So
do it,
you're
you
not.
don't even try.
So Drayden, I'm not trying to tell you that you're wrong, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you are not
Thank you, Sim.
seeing what I am talking about. Because what
I
I'm
know,
saying
but
you have to actively manage is being nuded, being webbed, being scrammed, and you manage when those things fall off,
You don't want
obviously,
to be
because you
scraped.
can't
yeah, obviously
you
when they
can't
fall off,
avoid
but
you can't avoid having it happen, but you have to react to it happening.
right, and
So
that's why
you have to pay attention
my thing
to it.
was saying like when you have those aggressions happen to you, then you will actively do that.
But
I'm not
it's
saying
all
ignore
the
the ship
time.
and say fuck it, whatever. If it dies, it dies. I'm saying, but
Literally
if you're
what you
not being
said.
shot and not being E-ward, then you're focusing on your F1 pusher. And then if you hear like the like the sound that you got aggressed or whatever, you're like, oh shit, I'm scrammed. Well, like okay, you can't unscram yourself, but yeah, like
Oh, that attitude.
I mean, and if you're getting damped, you can't undamp. I mean, there's a lot of Evo where it's like if it's happening to you, it's happening to you. Like there's nothing you can do other than like you said, react after it comes off if it comes
Right,
off.
exactly.
But
And that's
I'm
what that's
Omnicizer.
all we're saying.
Frigates still play roles
right.
in big
But
fleets.
I think you can do that
different.
as a
I'm
like
sure
you
because
know.
like
I
as a
think we
DPS, you're
1v1
constantly
about
shooting
it.
and acquiring new targets, acquiring new targets, shooting. And I think you focus on that, and then it's like, oh, my command ship's getting aggressive. Yes, then at that point, it's like the attention focuses on the command ship because it's more
Well, the
important
command
I
than
just undocked
your
that
one
fucker and let
DPS
somebody else
ship.
pull it along.
It's better if you just stop
command
shooting
ship
with your one
also does
DPS ship and
damage.
keep your command ship alive if you can do that. But if your command ship's not getting targeted, then you just like, it's over there. But
But
Okay.
what if it's supposed to be over
So
here?
here's the thing. So I have a situation for you. What if you are sitting at a local Italian restaurant and they tell you they don't have unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks?
I'm getting up and leaving.
Well,
I mean,
then you should have gone to Olive Garden because when you're there, you're family. It's simple.
that's all you need. Or so.
The Olive Garden. When you're here, you're
We
family.
sweat.
Wait, we actually have that,
Come on.
or did you have
I
that
have
somewhere?
that.
Oh, okay.
It's in the cesspool, which, by the way, is changing soon. It's going to be the community pool instead.
Hmm.
You think I can rebrand and be a
No.
safe space for
Maybe
Tapsleers?
it's not as bad as it used to be.
Do kids
I
pee in
learned-
it?
What?
Do kids pee in it?
Well, I
Twinks do.
Then it's definitely a community pool.
Makes sense.
Caffeine free and sugar free? Why do you want those?
Someone hates fun.
I asked for it. Can I get the highest caffeine, highest sugar level of drinks? And then I leave the table. I come back and say, did anybody put anything in this? And if you say no, I'm going to ask you why. Why? I've
been trying to drink less sugar and shit. When I was in fucking Iceland and I saw like a bunch of the pictures, I'm like, God damn, I've gotten large. I have gotten quite chonky. I need to fucking lay off this fucking soda, which I have.
I'm glad that he commented on that and not what I
So,
said
you know, Drayden,
afterwards.
if you lay off the soda, you do lose weight pretty quick, right? I found that
Because we're talking about community pools, Sager. Well, yeah. So I've done good though. I mean, since I've come back from FanFest, I've been having like 1 or 2 sodas a week instead of the like 6 to 8 a day I was having before that. So that's an improvement. That's an improvement. Yeah, I was drinking soda all the time.
That's a lot of
Dude,
soda.
I know. I was like, it's like I was just like, water. Who needs that? I just got all my water intake from soda. Like literally, I'd probably have like
that sounds unhealthy.
I'd have like 4 glasses of water a week and like a couple 12 packs of soda. Yeah, it's and so yeah. And I work for a water filtration company, which is even funnier. So
literally sells water. He sells water and doesn't drink it. That tells you what's that tell you about his product? Uh-oh. Now I don't trust
no,
your
it's
fucking
nothing wrong
product.
with the.
You won't even
water's
consume your
plain
own
as fuck.
product.
There's no flavor in it. It's boring. It's lame. But
Water
I'm
does
actually-
Especially your
have
Get
company's
the
water.
little Mio
all right,
packs.
see
you
you,
know, you
symbiotes.
just-
See you, symbiote.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no, I'm no, it's so I'm working at it.
You
You know
working
what's
it?
embarrassing?
Working at it. What's that?
No, what? Oh, he wanted to know if we knew.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of things. You want specifics or?
Like
Yeah.
how a woman in a pool are similar?
Oh God.
Mm,
What are we,
mm,
Did you just make this joke up
Don't-
on the fly, or is this something you?
I don't know. Do you want to hear the punchline?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we got this far.
Because the upkeep on both of them isn't worth the amount of time you spend in them.
yikes. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well done, Dom.
All right.
Well done.
Here, I have a dirty joke for you.
All right.
What does a frog say when he's getting a hand job?
What's that?
Rub it, rub it.
Rub it. Yeah. Oh, I was like, I fucking thought about it for a second.
I love that joke. It's my favorite one.
I love that one. That's fantastic.
All right.
I made it up.
Man, kind of bummed there wasn't a fight. I was ready. I was so excited with that fucking.
And
I was.
see, here's the thing. That's why I was telling you what I was telling you, is because I saw how excited you were. You were ready for it. You
No,
only
I
get
was
ready for
only
things you're
excited-
excited about.
I was only excited because I was like, I'm gonna like spectate this fight and stream it. But
But still.
I had a bomber with a bomb launcher on it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking YOLO bomb, like, and I'm gonna make a fool of myself because I'm gonna decloak and be like, I'm gonna launch this bomb and probably get sniped instantly by some feroxes or something.
Yes.
But I was like,
But
I'm gonna
you
launch
were
this fucking
excited.
bomb, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna be the hero and kill a whole lot of you, and then
And-
just miss with the bomb and
And
die.
I saw the
But-
disappointment in your eyes,
I was very sad.
and
I was like,
never want to see it again.
You guys must not have been planning to do anything, period, because we.
I don't think
they
any
pinged-
side
they
had
pinged
any
out
plan.
another move. They pinged out another move up. So yeah, I think
I don't
no
think
one
either
was planning
side.
on fighting. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure both sides knew that this was just good. Like you guys probably reinforced those forts as just a, hey, we're here, let's shoot them. And I mean, the
You
things
guys
like
didn't yeah, you didn't
a
come
lot
in
of
and defend
timers
them,
are
give it to
set, and then like they set a lot of timers, and then they'll pick the ones that they want, and then the other ones are like, well, I mean, we set the timer, but fuck it, we don't care about the timer, especially if it's a shield
Well,
timer.
Doesn't
a
it
lot
look
of
like-
is-
Okay,
a lot
hold
of
on,
it's
hold on.
about
Look at Drayden's camera.
fatigue, right?
Doesn't it look like there's somebody in that closet over there? Like somebody standing there.
That's a shower curtain.
That's a bathroom.
It's fucking scary shit,
That's
dude.
a striped shower curtain.
It moved just seconds ago.
Oh, that's the person in there.
Okay.
Don't
well,
worry
watch
about
out.
them.
Okay.
That's Drayden's.
Wait, you saw him
prison.
moving? I
He's got-
gotta go tighten the ropes. Hold on.
Hey, what did I?
That's
Do you
the
guys remember
proper
what I just
answer.
said?
What was that?
I forgot.
Yeah,
what I just
Sanger's in
said.
there.
Kale, you don't know how true that is.
Somebody
got
needs
quiet.
some
We
more
got dead
ether.
space.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of here, hold on.
You ever
You
been
guys
to
won't
a
be able to see it right,
Walgreens?
will you? Hold on.
What are we looking for?
It's a napkin. What does it say? You gotta raise it up. Does this smell like? Jesus
My
Christ.
wife bought that for me. Yeah, she's awesome.
She
She's
seems
like,
like a
she's like, I
person-
saw this and I just couldn't pass it up.
She seems like a person I need to meet.
trying to think like
She's a good time.
is there
What are you
anything
trying
else?
to think of?
Eve. I think we covered everything that we needed to.
I
Just wanna
mean,
make sure we didn't miss
what's
anything.
what's the best thing that you've done that came out in the Legion expansion so far?
I haven't done
Well, I haven't.
anything. It
I
makes me
haven't been in any
mad.
of the fights, but I mean, like I said, the map
No, like
changes are
what-
nice. That's like a nice QOL thing that I use on a daily. But other than that, I've just
Oh,
got my
so
shit
there's-
moved, and
So there's no like content in Legion that came out that you're enjoying.
The only thing I've
I mean,
done
not
is
every
looked at the new ship
expansion
holes.
has it. I mean, if the past expansions, like with the whole, what do you call
Oh
it?
no, I'm not.
The
I'm not making
Deathless
a
and a lot of
point,
the
I'm
faction
just-
war updates. I'm like, I don't use any of that stuff, but
No, don't argue with me, Drayden. I'm not making a point. I'm just asking a question.
Why are you yelling at him then?
Yeah, why are you yelling at me?
I just wanted to know if there's anything that
Go
come
to
out
your
that
room,
you've
son.
enjoyed so far.
I
Go to your
I-
room,
Sounds
son.
sounds like
I
there
really
isn't.
like
Does
the
anybody
Baba
else have
Yaga, but
anything?
man, it's way too fucking expensive. That one that died wasn't like a well.
It was only
To
15
be
billion.
yeah,
I
but to
don't
be
think
fair,
it's
he did
worth
have a bunch of
right.
officer mods on there. He probably had
Saw
about
one
like
that was only 6.
um
That's nothing.
the
That's all they are. I'll buy one of those fuckers. 10 billion? Fuck yeah.
yeah, it was 10 billion, and then that one was like what 18 billion, but he had like 4 officer mods, and then it may have been even more than that because he had some mutaplasmid mods or abyssal mods that who knows how much those are actually worth. The game, I mean, Zkill does a pretty bad. It's I mean, you can't
Well, it's not
blame
necessarily
Zkill for it, but
it's CCP. It's the game. It's
well,
E.
it's just like you
No,
can't
it's
really assign a
squids.
value to those
It's
necessarily.
You can't sell it on the market. You can't have
It's
value.
Squids himself. He doesn't do the work.
But so I think he had. I saw at
Coffee
least
first.
2. I didn't really look at the fit extensively, but there's at least 2. There might have been like 4 mutaplasmid mods or abyssal mods. I mean, there was I think like 5 officer mods. None of them were like the 10 billion ish mod. He did have the officer gun, which was I think like what a few billion, and then he had like 4 other officer mods that were about like 1 to 2 billion each. I mean, it was. I think it was about a 20 to 30 billion ish Baba Roga, which is hilarious. It's like that's a battleship. Battleship that's worth as much as a super carrier. It's not even an AT ship.
So listen, real quick. I just want to address something on the chat because I have dealt with this 3 fleets a week bullshit for so long. You were
You've yet to do that.
This guy in the chat, he was never even in my corp. He doesn't even know what the 3 fleets a week was about. He just picked it up from Vlad and is running with it. Listen,
I like it.
the 3 fleets a week was 3 corp fleets a week because the corporation that I was in was a corporation full of fleet commanders and people that
it was Imperium.
actually knew what they were doing in the video game, unlike any corp you've ever been in, Sager. So listen, when I said 3 fleets a week, I meant it was my corp leading 3 fleets a week,
That is not what you meant.
and no one ever participated
That is not what you
besides
meant.
me.
I will say
You
anything
said
that noise
specifically,
redline
I
is
will
okay in my book.
FC 3 fleets a week. You said those
I
words.
would never.
most
I would
certainly
never.
did.
I would never say that. But I did FC 3 fleets a day
For a while.
for a while.
I was on a lot of those. I enjoyed his fleets.
I would love to
it was
go
fun.
back to
That
doing
was
that, but
an impressive
just so
corp, to be
busy
honest.
now.
That was. I mean, it was like you,
So
Brother
is.
Bob, Blazing Bunny, fucking
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh,
hold on.
and it was like it was like I feel
I
like
could roll him to Thomas too.
half of
where
the
is
FCs
Brave
that took fleets
doing
out were
that?
from that corp alone.
Yeah, no,
this is interesting. Did you see
absolutely.
that freelance thing about he said about Brave?
Like, if it does anybody from Sinners play still? Like, is it just AFK now, or
I mean,
are they
Blazing Bunny
active?
plays, but he's not in Sinners.
So no. So
Did they really? That's funny.
Pittsburgh still
on, I'm gonna
plays.
check.
I don't know. Is he in Sinners still? I don't know. Didn't Sinners left PL? So I don't know.
They did?
Did they? No, maybe they didn't. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't think they did.
I don't even know. Like, well, because Blazing went to. Okay, they're still in PL. I think Pittsburgh's still in there. I think he still plays.
Oh, so it was a mistake.
Brother Bob, I think quit playing. Blazing went to Cry, but now he's somewhere else. Yeah, Cry left PL. Tiff and like the other, like Tiff and shit. Who's like the Cry guys at all the meetups? It's like the trio. It's like Tiferian, fucking. Oh god, my brain is drawing a blank. But
I don't know.
yeah,
I have
Blazing
no
Bunny,
idea.
they joined Fleet. But yeah, so I mean,
Well, Blazing stopped by here a few weeks ago, didn't he? 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I feel like Pitts is the only one that might still be in Sinners that is in FC, but he does. I mean, I hope this isn't OPSEC, but I think he does a lot more like Poshfin stuff and less like big fleet FC.
Yeah, he's a big number go up guy. Love him to death. Cool
Cool
dude. But anyways, that's the thing, is that they don't. That joining PL killed that corp, respectfully. But whatever.
Which one?
Original Sinners.
Oh, yeah.
They did that for a while. They went to
Well, they played a lot of groups. They were in TNT at one point. They were in
what was that group they left? It wasn't Nullsec Nine Shalupin. It
It was
was it Nullsec?
NSH.
NSA. Okay, yeah.
Well, no, we left. I mean, I was in the corp for 3 years, and we were in NC when I joined. We left NC in hilarious fashion, and then we were in NSH, and then they did their whole like Wally and a nerd did their whole bald old man thing, and then we
is it
joined
ball
PL.
old man thing.
I was gonna
Bald
join
old
Sinners,
man thing.
but Blazing Bunny.
You were never going to join Sinners.
Well, I
Shane.
was thinking about it, and I did attempt
never
it, and
going to
because
join
Bob
Sinners.
sent me a particular, specific invite he wanted me to join, and Blazing Bunny's like, "Yeah, come on in." And then I was like, I was like running a couple fleets with them when they were over in Venal and doing some shit. It was
Killing Darkness, right?
yeah, it was
I was
before.
there.
I think it was before I joined Wrong for a little bit, or maybe it was right at. I think it was before, but I was gonna join them, and then I got into comms, and there's a particular individual named Broho that I like. There's very few people in this game I take issue with. I take large issue with that guy. I cannot fucking stand Broho, and I was just like, that person in particular is the reason I will not join. I was like, you know what? Sorry, Bob, dude, I'm done. I'm out. I was like, I will not be in a corp with that dude. I do not like that man whatsoever. But yeah, Bunny's awesome. Bob is awesome. I like Redline. I didn't know Pitts very well, and I didn't know most of the other people in the corp, but Broho just rubbed me the wrong way.
Well, see,
Really
I was
bad.
with
And I was like,
Pittsburgh. I was with Pittsburgh in fuck. What was that corp? What's the real fancy FC corp in Goons? John Hartley, Dom. What's that? Fuck, Dom's gone.
I don't know.
Fuck off, Sayer. I'm better than you've ever been and you'll ever be. But what's that corp? I fucking forgot. It's in my corp history. I could just log in. This update is done.
I don't know. Dom, what's the big FC Corp in Goons?
Smartbox?
No.
ASCII?
No.
Karma Fleet?
No.
The one that all the FCs are in?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Fuck. Why doesn't the character search work on Zkill anymore?
Oh, no.
Goonwafa?
I'm drawing a blank.
No.
Not Goonwafa? Okay. It's
No. It's
the character search on Zkill isn't working. This is wild.
it's not Karma. No.
Amok. Yeah.
No, it's not Amok.
Not Amok? That's everyone. That's all of Goons. That's the whole alliance. It's like those
Not sure.
5 corps. I mean, there's more than that.
But here's the deal. I'm gonna dip because I've become impeccable.
Impeccable?
Impeccable. Unwalkable.
Oh.
Unwalkable.
Matani's pants.
I tried to go up the stairs and I had a hard time.
Okay.
How many kills do you have, Sager?
All right, you guys have a great night. Love you all.
See you, Dom.
See ya, dude.
See ya.
Why do I even care?
I care.
No, why do I even care? I can't look up people on Zkill. This is so weird. How many
I
kills
just
do you
tried.
have?
You're not the only one. Yeah, the character search is down or something.
It was Shadow State, by the way.
Shadow State. I never even heard of that corp.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Is that some like Black Hand shit?
No. It's just a regular corp, but it had a lot of the FCs and goons at the time when I was in it. Pittsburgh, Thomas Lear, not Thomas Lear. Yeah, Thomas was there. Me, Zint. I want to say no, Zintage wasn't there. He was in.
Mr. V.
There's another one. I don't know. I
Boat.
don't know.
Lazarus.
I could see.
I think Laz was in AMOC, same with Boat, I believe. But
There's not a whole lot of people in here. I probably can see. So there's John Hartley, obviously. Who else? So many fucking people.
Jay Amazingness.
No, he was in Goonwalfa. I'm just scrolling through this right now because I'm trying to see. There's so many names, but I don't remember any of them. Sorry, my information is useless.
Good. It is 8. I'm down to send a raid somewhere. So I kind of want to make some dinner.
Okay.
Who we want to raid? Who's doing some shit? Crash Naps is back. Oh man, Crash. He was getting sassy as fuck earlier.
What?
There was some. They were on a fleet somewhere, and someone in their fleet was kept. They were trying to like cause their aggression timer to come off for some. I came in late. I don't know what it was, but they're trying to get their aggression timer to come off, and this dude in their fleet kept right at the last second reactivating the aggression timer, and he did it like 3 times. And eventually, Crash Nap just like kicked him and banned him from his chat, and then just went on like a half-hour tirade of just laying into this dude. It's like, damn, like. Crash Naps is he's always like the fucking dude, let's go bowling type of like mentality, but I've never seen him like that upset. He was just like, he made it his personal vendetta to go after this guy the rest of the entire night. But Seema's we could send it to Rampage. Seema's on.
Narcos just started, or yeah, he just started stream.
Yeah.
Just send it to somebody. It doesn't matter who you send it to.
I might send it to Rampage. They rated us a couple times in the last month, and we haven't sent one there, right? And Seema's on there. I like Seema. Seema's a fucking solid dude, so we'll send it to Rampage.
Sounds good.
Shad Squatch. Yeah, we've rated Shad Squatch several times. All right, we'll send it there. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Rayo, thanks for the resub again. And yep, Seasager. And we'll send the raid. Have a good night. We'll there might be a roam tomorrow. I won't be there, but Redline, if you're running the thing, are you running the fleet?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, well, there may or may not be a fleet tomorrow, but usually it would be at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, which would be 2100 UTC, I believe, if that's going to happen. Usually meet up in Jita or Thera to coordinate. So, all right, with that said, catch everyone later. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.